Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream. Thank you guys for joining me here as we get ready for some Thursday night football about to take place here between the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. This should be a really good one. Obviously, whenever these two teams play, it's always a good one. It's always exciting. So much on the line. And yes, we're looking forward to a great game tonight. And yeah, definitely looking forward to hearing from you guys, though. Tell me, who do you guys have winning this game? Definitely be sure to leave that in the live chat section to let me know which team you have winning this game, as well as your final score projections in this one. Certainly looking forward to it, and it's going to be a great one. All right, so we're about to get ready for kickoff soon, and it looks like the Seahawks are going to be kicking it off to the Rams to start this one off. All right, so we're about to get ready to start off this Thursday night football. All right, kickoff is on the way, and this game has officially started. Let's see if we get a return. We will get a return. He's at the 10, 15. He falls and fumbles the ball forward on his own. So not the start you want to have if you're the Rams. Definitely, luckily for him, no one recovered the ball. And so that was Atwell. He lost his footing, ended up fumbling the ball. Just fortunate that the Seahawks wasn't there to recover it. All right, so far this season, Matthew Stafford, he's thrown 11 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. He's going to line up in the shotgun formation. They got Henderson in the backfield with him. Tight end goes in motion, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Takes a snap. Seahawks send 4. They throw it, and that's Woods. That's going to be a loss of some yards with that catch there by Robert Woods, a loss of about a yard on the play. It's going to bring up a second down and 11 situation. They're trying to go up-tempo here. You've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Matthew Stafford in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's looking. He's got all kinds of time. He throws it, and it's complete. Completed with the reception. And that's Jefferson with the reception. Gain of about 16 yards in the play, setting up 1st and 10 at the Rams' 31-yard line. So the Rams are coming out early and trying to throw the ball and establish themselves throughout the air. All right, here we go. Stafford up under center. 1 back in the backfield. You've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Stafford takes a snap, hands it to the back. And that's Henderson, and he tries to get something. He gains maybe a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down. All right, so now they're in the huddle. Stafford's 2 for 2 on this drive. He's going to line up under center. They've got 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 receiver at the bottom, 1 back in the backfield. Seahawks look to be sending 4. Rams send a guy in motion, hands it to the back, and he's going to gain about 3 yards on the play. So now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 situation at the Rams' 35-yard line. All right, Stafford in the shotgun. You've got 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Cup goes in motion towards the top. Okay, so now they motion the back out the backfield. They've got no backs in the backfield out the shotgun. Seahawks send 5 on the play. Stafford has time. He throws it up. Incomplete. That's going to be incomplete, so the Seahawks get the stop on defense, and the Rams got to punt the ball here. Matthew Stafford just overthrew him just a little bit on the play. And the intended receiver was Cooper Kupp on that play. So now we've got a 4th and 6, and the Rams are about to punt the ball. Hecker is the punter in the backfield. Snap is on the way. Punt is up. Let's see if we'll get a return by the Seahawks or not. And we will get a return. He makes a guy miss. He's still going. Takes it all the way to about the 25-yard line. So the Seahawks are going to take over at the 25-yard line. So now we'll get our first look at the day at the Seattle Seahawks offense. Russell Wilson and company. There is going to be no Chris Carson in the backfield in this game. He's been ruled out. So we'll see if that means that the Seahawks will rely more heavily on the passing than usual. This is a team that can air it out. Obviously, they've got DK Metcalf. They've got Tyler Lockett. So they've got some weapons that they can utilize. And we will see the Seahawks once we return from this commercial. All right. All right, so I'll go ahead and leave that up there, for anybody that wants to comment in the live chat and let me know who they have winning this game, the Rams or the Seahawks in this one. Magic Mike. Thanks for joining the stream, Mike. Glad to have you here. And he said, thumbs up, JB2K. That's right. That's the new goal here. Finally hit the 1K mark. So very appreciative of all the support from you guys for real on this journey, man. And so here we are for some Thursday night football. Rams, Seahawks. This should be a good one. It really should be. But yeah, let me know your score projection for this game here. All right, as we return from the commercial here, we're going to get to see the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 from the Seahawks 25-yard line. Russell Wilson and company. No Chris Carson in this one, but they shouldn't have too much problem as this offense still has a lot of talent, especially through the air in this one. Russell Wilson up under center. They've got one back in the backfield. Trips at the top of the screen. Metcalf is at the bottom. Receiver in motion. They fake it to the back. He's looking. Russ has all kinds of time. He throws it. And it's caught by Tyler Lockett. There's just something about whenever he's looking for Tyler Lockett, those two really get things going in the game. I mean, because I guess DK Metcalf takes the attention of the best cornerback, and against a team like the Rams, you want to avoid throwing it to Jalen Ramsey for sure. You see they had two receivers go opposite direction of where Jalen Ramsey was lining up on that play. Seahawks in the shotgun. You got three receivers at the top, one receiver at the bottom of the screen, one back in the backfield with Russell Wilson. Rams look like they could be sending 5. They hand it to the back. And that's, I believe, Collins. And he gains about 3 yards on the play. And again, Chris Carson was a game-time decision. They decided before the game to rule him out. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers at the top, 2 receivers at the bottom. Rams, they send 4. Russ, he bootlegs. He throws it to Lockett again. If you're someone that plays fantasy football, you got to be loving this because you know what that means. Once he gets it going to Tyler Lockett, it doesn't stop. It does not stop. Look at that, 72.7% completion for this season so far for Russ. 9 touchdowns to no interceptions. My goodness, if there's one thing about Russ, he can be very streaky. When it's good, it's good. It's just a matter of him finishing the season the way that he starts off the season this year. All right, so he's out of the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. Trips at the bottom of the screen. 2 receivers at the top. Rams look like they could be sending pressure. Russ takes the snap. He's bootlegging. He throws it. That's going to be incompletion. That's going to be incomplete. So these Seahawks have been stopped, and they're going to punt the ball. Well, let's see what they do here. Yeah, when you got Aaron Donald coming at you, you're going to throw that ball away too. I guarantee you that. All right, so we've got the punt team setting up. We'll see if we'll get a return from the Rams on this one. Punt is up. Fair catch signal. And so there's going to be a fair catch, and that's going to be at the Rams' 12-yard line. So Matthew Stafford and company will come back out at the 12-yard line and try to get things going for this Rams offense when we return from commercial. Let's see. Mike says, my brain says Rams by 14. My heart says Seattle by 3-7. Okay, so you're going to go with, let's see. You're going to go with your head here. So you're going to go with the Rams. Okay, cannot fault you with that. You know what? I felt like the same thing when I was thinking about this game. But for me, actually, I was like, I know the Rams are coming off a loss here. I know that they are very good. We saw what they did against Tampa Bay. However, I know when the Seahawks and Rams play is close, but something just tells me that on a Thursday night football game at home, somehow, some way, Russell Wilson finds a way. Because when it's early in the season, Russ has it going. He has it going. He's going to find a way, I think, to win this one. So I've got the Seahawks winning this one 27-24. That's what I'm going with, 27-24. Absolutely. But here we are, Thursday night football. That means we are almost getting close to the weekend being here. Yeah, so far in this one, both quarterbacks have been 2 of 3 passing. You've got Stafford with 15 yards. You've got Wilson at 29 yards. Both teams unable to score in their first drives. So this will be interesting to see how this game continues to play out. Let's see. Mike says, my bad eye. All right, so we've got a change here. Mike says his bad. He's going with his heart. He's going with the Seahawks by 3-7 points. All right, so here we go. So far, 2 guys with the Seahawks. We'll see if somebody steps in and represents the Rams at some point during this match. But yeah, I feel like the Seahawks right now, they need this win more than the Rams right now because they do not want to fall to 2-3 right now in this division. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. You've got Stafford lining up under center. You've got receiver in motion. That's Woods. 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 back in the backfield. Seahawks look like they're going to send 5. They send 6, actually. And that pass is caught. He tipped it to himself and was able to somehow make the reception on that one. And Woods making it look easy but difficult at the same time. You saw Jamal Adams coming on that blitz, and so they caught him on the blitz, was able to get the ball out quick. Great job. Stafford out in the shotgun now. You've got 5 wide. Seahawks look like they're going to send 4. Stafford's making adjustments. Again, you've got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. All right, so it looks like they're going to change the play. 10 seconds on the play clock. Stafford takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. And that's Cooper Kupp. And that's what Coop does. That's a 9-yard completion. We're looking at 2nd and 1 now. 2nd and 1 about the Rams' 32-yard line. They're switching personnel. Deshaun Jackson. It's amazing he's still playing. I mean, he still got that speed. Stafford up under center. Got a receiver at the top and bottom of the screen. Seahawks look like they're going to be sending pressure. And it's going to be a first down, gain of about 3 yards by the back, Darrell Henderson. So first down for the Rams. And that's going to be 1st and 10 at the Rams 35-yard line. All right, out of the shotgun formation, you got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Matthew Stafford's making adjustments here. Let's see how the Seahawks can guard this. He takes a snap. Seahawks in 5. Throws it to Kupp. That looks like a completion of about 4 yards on the play to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, an excellent route runner, if I do say so myself. And now we're looking at 2nd and 6. All right, 2nd and 6 out of the shotgun. 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. 1 back in the backfield with Stafford. Stafford takes a snap, hands it to the back. And they got him in the backfield. That's a loss of 3 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 9. Great job by the Seahawks to get in the backfield. Carmichael, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. How's it going, man, on a Thursday? Meanwhile, Stafford's going deep, and yeah, there's nothing there. Great coverage on the play, and that's going to force a punt by the Rams. So great job by the Seahawks these first 2 drives defensively to stop the Rams. But yeah, Carmichael, tell me how things are going, and who do you have winning this game? What is your final score projection for this one? All right, 4th and 9. We're here in the first quarter. 7 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock. The punt is on the way. And there's going to be no return. So that's going to go out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. So Russell Wilson and Seahawks will take over at their own 19-yard line when we return. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Carmichael says, going good. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, just excited. We've got the whole weekend here. Channel finally at 1K subscribers now. So really appreciative of you guys and all the support. And yeah, we've got some football. So I'm always happy when there's football. Not to mention, we're getting a lot closer to the start of the NBA season as well in terms of the regular season. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. Let's see, sir. Hey, I understand. Believe me, I certainly understand. Appreciate you whenever you can stop through, so definitely appreciate you and hope that everything will be all right on your end. Let's see. You've got the Seahawks winning. All right, so far we've got 3 of us here all saying that the Seahawks are going to win. That is great. Does anybody want to represent the Rams? Definitely let me know. And make sure you guys press the thumbs up button as well. I see that we're off to a great start, actually. Let me look and see. Yeah, we're already at 10 thumbs up. So really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and keep it going here because we're still early in this game. Sorry to hear that. And so, yeah, definitely hope that you're able to rest up and stuff. And, hey, we all have moments like that, but you're definitely welcome anytime that you want to stop through and just, talk sports with us, We're definitely here for you. Definitely. Mike says, JB1K, I think this is the best football week this year. That's a bold statement, Mike. But you know what? Looking at the schedule that's upcoming, I can't argue. Even starting off with our Thursday night football matchup, Rams and Seahawks, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better matchup than that. On a Thursday night football game. And then obviously the games we know, I'll go ahead and touch on it. If the Bills and the Chiefs, because once the Bills are able to beat the Chiefs and all like that, assuming that's how it plays out, then a lot of people are going to have to realize that Kansas City's in trouble, first of all, and at the Bills, they're for real. You cannot keep saying, oh, but they can't beat the Chiefs. No, if they go down there to Arrowhead and do it, my goodness, look at here. So I know you're excited for that. It's going to be a statement game. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson hands it to the back. That's Collins, and he's showing some burst. That's going to be about 13 yards on the play. I'm wondering if I should have made an effort to pick him up on my fantasy team since when I found out that he was going to be starting. Meanwhile, it's going to be 1st and 10. Let's see. Carmichael says, I hope the Steelers can pull it together and win. I hope so for your Steelers. I really hope so. I feel like this is a game where if I'm Pittsburgh, you sort of have to win this game. Like you have to find a way to win this game. Let's see. 1st and 10. Russ up under center. Tight end in the motion. Takes a snap. He's going to throw it to the tight end. It's dropped off his hands. And that is Disley, the intended tight end on the play. I don't think he's targeted Metcalf so far in this one. It's been mostly Lockett whenever he has been able to throw the ball. So I'd like to see him target Metcalf because Metcalf is on my fantasy football team. So I can definitely use that. Let's see. Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. Like that Monday Night Football slot, like that is – that's going to be some games. Out of the shotgun, Russ fakes it to Collins, steps up, avoids the rush. Incomplete, but I'm just impressed that Russ was able to step up like that quickly and avoid the rush. That's a quarterback who's been hit a lot throughout his career and knows how to avoid that hit. He can feel it. But there is a penalty. You guys know how I feel about penalties. Let's see. All right, so it sounds like they said defense. Yep, number 11. So we got a little pass interference on the defense. So they're going to gift them with that free play there. You know what? I can't even blame him. If you're going against Tyler Lockett, I probably hold too. All right, Russ up under center. Motions the fullback out. One back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands it to Collins. And Collins is met at the line. He does push forward for a yard on the play, bringing up 2nd and 9. Ball at about the Seahawks 38-yard line. So this game's starting off pretty much how I kind of envisioned that it was going to be. But I think at the end of the day, I think 27-24 Seahawks is my projection in terms of what I'm thinking, how this is going to play out. Let's see. So you're going to have a lot of homework. I remember those days. Remember those days all too much. All too much. Out of the shotgun formation, you've got the fullback going in motion towards the top of the screen. Russ takes a snap. He's looking. Pass rush is back there. He's running. He throws it. And it's caught by Metcalf. DK Metcalf with the reception. That's a grown man reception right there. That's a big receiver. He looks extremely big. I'm telling you. And he plays big too. Absolutely love it. But yeah, you see Russ, he's out there making guys miss, helping out the offensive line when you're able to make guys miss like that in the pocket. All right, Russell Wilson up under the center. Takes a snap, hands it to the back. Collins, he's moving. And he falls forward for about a good 4-yard pickup on the play. Great job cutting that one back and getting 4 yards out of that one. And so, yeah, I mean, the Rams this season, the defense hasn't looked exactly like it was last year. I'd give it some time and let them continue to develop. I know they did lose a couple key pieces here and there, but they still got the core that they need, I feel like, to continue to progress as a unit as the season goes on. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson in the shotgun. You've got Metcalf towards the bottom of the screen. They hand it to Collins. He's running. He's still running. All right, that's going to be – it's going to take it all the way to about 2 yards shy of the first down. So now we're looking at 3rd and 2, ball at the Rams' 29-yard line. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun. We've got DK Metcalf at the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap. Hands it to Collins, and that's going to be a no gain on the play. Yeah, the Rams, they were ready for that. Actually, that was Dallas on the carry for no gain. So now we're looking at a 4th and 2 at the 29. And the Seahawks are still on the field. It's looking like they're going to go for this one. Rather than go for the field goal, go for it. Against most teams, I've got no problem. But against the Rams, knowing that Aaron Donald is there, I don't know. But let's see. What do they call? Rush up under center. Rams look like they got about 5 guys on the line. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. He's met behind the line. He doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They stopped him. They were ready for that one. Probably should have took the field goal on that one. Especially you're going to try to run it against the strength of this team. Nah. Probably got to punt that one. Let's see. Mike says, only reason I'm rooting the Seahawks is Wilson. Everyone else seems like a bunch of radio edit. Gotcha. Let's see. Carmichael says, I like penalties if they're not against the Steelers. I'm the same way with my Patriots, Hate it when it's against us, but love it when it's against the other team. It's a hate-love relationship. Mike says, I don't expect you to believe me, but I wanted my Bills to get Wilson in that draft. You know what? Going back to that actual draft and all like that, my opinion of Russell Wilson was, if you're telling me the worst thing a scout can tell me about you is your height, and me being a Big Ten guy, I saw what he did at Wisconsin. He was a different breed of quarterback than what I was used to seeing from a Wisconsin team, even before he was at Wisconsin, but still, especially at Wisconsin that last year, he made some good throws. And so I was wondering where he was going to end up at, but yeah, that was definitely, I had high hopes for Russell Wilson when he was coming into the draft. And hey, he's lived up and even exceeded my expectations in terms of what he was going to be. So definitely can believe that. Let's see. Mike says, if you want to keep us updated on Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, coastal South Carolina, and other college scores. And so I got you, Mike. Yep, I got you. That's not a bad idea at all. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and set that up so I can have that here on my end. Not a bad idea at all. But yeah, we're going to have some good matchups coming up, though, this weekend, though. Absolutely. Guess I have to utilize my phone for this one. You're not going to believe this, Mike, but what I'm about to tell you, it's a bit of a surprise. You're probably going to think, but I actually ended up trading in my fantasy draft. I made a trade where I traded away Miles Sanders in exchange for Devin Singletary, and I had my reasons for doing so. I felt like they were almost practically playing the same. Miles Sanders has lost my faith because the coaching staff will not use him in key situations. He's not out there for passing downs. They're not utilizing him at the goal line anymore. Gaineswell is getting all the snaps. So I got frustrated with him, had a trade offer straight up Devin Singletary for him. And I was like, you know what? I know he's not going to get too many points for me in fantasy football. He'll probably get me about 8 to 15 points any given week. I'll take that compared to what I was getting from Miles Sanders. Hands it to the back, and that's Henderson on the carry. Henderson got some room, and Henderson's got the first down all the way to the Rams' 40-yard line. Let's see. All right, so here's the first of those updates. It's the second quarter, and Houston is over Tulane 14-8. Meanwhile, Stafford stolen, incomplete. Nice coverage on the play. Nice coverage to back that one away. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 10 from the Rams' 40-yard line. Jackson was the intended receiver. That's an excellent route because anytime you see Jackson going that far, I'd assume that he's going deep. All right, so out of the shotgun formation, you've got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Matthew Stafford in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws it on a screen. Excellent call, if I do say so myself. And Darrell Henderson. Oh, man, what a nice play call that was. And that's what you call an offensive coordinator, somebody that knows how to drop these plays. He felt that the Seahawks were going to send pressure. Obviously, you know what Adams loves to do, Jamal Adams, he loves to get after the quarterback. So you call a screen play, perfect time. And, yeah, that worked out excellent. All right, Stafford up under center. Takes a snap. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. He's holding on to the ball, and he's sacked. He is sacked. What a big-time sack that was. You just get a big play, and then, bam, you get sacked. Now we're looking at 2nd and 17, ball at about the 50-yard line. Let's see. Meanwhile, Coastal Carolina is up on Arkansas State, 24-0 at the half. All right, let's see. 2nd and 17. Let's see what they dial up here for the Rams. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, including Cooper Kupp. You've got Woods towards the top of the screen. Stafford takes a snap. He's looking. He throws. And that's exactly, I'm thinking, 17 yards, just enough to get you the first down. That was one heck of a throw in that situation. All right, 1st and 10. No backs in the backfield. Stafford in the shotgun. He's got 5 wide. Seahawks look to be sending 4. Stafford takes a snap. He's looking. He's looking. He throws it. He has a man. That's Woods. All the way to 15, the 10. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So now we've got a situation here where the Rams can put some points on the board as they're saying all the way down to the 8-yard line. So 1st and 8. Yeah, I mean, they left the middle of the field basically wide open. So great play call to put these guys in position to take advantage of that. So Robert Woods, he's got 4 catches, 50 yards on the night. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter in this one. So no team scored in the first quarter, but we've got the Rams knocking on the door here, trying to get the first points of the game. Let's see, where am I? All right, so Mike says, yeah, I'm not impressed with, you said, wait, did you say Miles or Emmanuel Sanders? Miles Sanders for the Eagles. And so, yeah, I ended up trading him. I mean, he wasn't getting me anything, honestly. And you know what, Miles Sanders, he just, you know, he's been injury prone throughout his career, especially as of late. His role is just decreasing. So, yeah, that's how bad it got as a fantasy owner for Miles Sanders. I punted. We'll see if I end up regretting that or not, but I had to punt on him. He just wasn't getting it done. But, yeah, here we go at the end of the first quarter. You've got Matthew Stafford. He's 8 of 11, 98 yards so far in this one. You know, Darrell Henderson, he's got 5 carries, 15 yards so far in this one. For the Seahawks, Russell Wilson, 3 of 5, 54 yards. And you've got Alex Collins. He's 6 carries, 24 yards so far in this one. Let's see. All right, so the Houston Tulane game, Houston is up 17-8 with about 3 minutes left to go before the half in that one. Mike says, you know, JB1K, Robert Woods, my Bills did him like a demo, throw it out the window. Hey, that's funny. That's funny. That is funny. So, you know what? Based upon where we are right now in the season, I want to hear from you guys and tell me, like, what is your Super Bowl matchup prediction right now from where we currently stand in the season? Obviously, a lot's going to change between the time we reach now and even just, reaching the playoffs and stuff like that. But as of right now, from what you've seen so far, what is your Super Bowl projection so far in this one? Definitely let me know. All right. Meanwhile, we're about to return to action here. We're already, let's see, first and goal at the 8-yard line. Stafford's going to line up under center here. You've got Woods at the top of the screen. I think that's Jefferson at the bottom of the screen. One back in the backfield. Seahawks got about 5 on the line. Stafford throws it, and it's incomplete. That's one that you got to make that reception, Jefferson. If you want to make a play, you got to catch that one. Ball went right through his hands. Basically dropping points. So worried about getting into the end zone, ended up dropping that one. The ball was there. He's lucky he didn't tip it to the defender on that one. That's one that he knows he dropped that one. Second and goal. Stafford out the shotgun. You got trips at the top of the screen, 2 receivers at the bottom. Takes a snap. Seahawks in 4. He's looking. He's moving. He's running. He's looking downfield while he runs. He throws it. Picked off. Did he keep both feet in? He did. Wow. Are you kidding me? Who does that? And Matthew Stafford, that's one that you want to get back. He knew the moment he threw that ball, I guarantee, he knew he made a mistake. Wow. Wow, what a play. You're here thinking that you're about to get some points and that you're thinking he's about to throw the ball out of bounds, and then he throws it up, and there's no receiver in sight. I don't know if you're throwing it that low, there's at least got to be a receiver or something there. So, my goodness. Wow. Matthew Stafford, you can't be doing that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Not before I'm just about to tell Mike who he's about to play against, and I'm thinking about your team, and you do something like that. You just can't do it. Just can't do it. Russ up under center, takes a snap, fakes it to the back. He's looking. He has to move. He's moving, still looking. He's going to run out of bounds. Tries to pick up a couple yards on the play. See how many yards did he pick up on that one. Good job by Russell Wilson, though, to avoid the rush. Just pick up some yards and don't pull a Matthew Stafford on that play. Just take what the defense gives you and go from there. I still want to know what he was thinking on that play. I don't know what he was thinking on that play. Like, if you're going to throw it away, throw it away. Meanwhile, Russ up under center, takes a snap, hands it to Collins. Collins, he's running, and he gains about 5 yards on the play. That's going to gift them a first down. But great job by the Seahawks. Those are plays that at the end of the game can make the difference between winning and losing. Y'all can show me that replay 1,000 times. I still don't know who he was trying to throw it to. Russ takes the snap, hands it to Collins. Collins met in the backfield, shakes off one, and picks up 1 yard on the play. So now we're looking at about 2nd and 8, I believe, at the 33-yard line. Let's see. I think that ultimately we know some of the big teams that's going to be there at the end. We know Tampa's going to be one of the teams that's down there at the end. I think the Rams are going to be a team come playoff team that they're going to be down there in the end. It may come down to those two teams, I'm thinking right now. So I probably would say, godly, let me think about this for a second. Meanwhile, Russell, he's looking. He's going deep. Ball gets tipped in the air, and it's picked off. It's picked off. Wow. What an interception. And now these quarterbacks are turning it over left and right here. Wow. A case of anything you can do, I can do better. Or in this case, worse. You got to stop force feeding Lockett. Got to look for your boy DK Metcalf sometime. Help my fantasy team out. But let's see. All right, so now we've got some time to think about this one. Just in my head, going through division by division, how I think things are going to play out. I think regardless of if the Rams win the division or not, I think they're going to be a strong team in the playoffs. I think it's ultimately going to come down to, right now, I say it would come down to the Rams and the Buccaneers again. And one thing we learned last year when the Saints played the Buccaneers, in the regular season, the Saints dominated. In the playoffs, that wasn't the case. It's going to be hard to beat Tampa in the playoffs if everybody is healthy. But I'll say Rams for right now, since they just beat Tampa. I'll say Rams for right now. So I'll say Bills and Rams in that one. And I think if that's the matchup that we're looking at, I don't know. There's a lot of questions that would need to be answered at that time, but it would be one heck of a matchup. So I'll go Bills and Rams. I feel like the Rams are built for the playoffs. Mike says, why is Stafford studying an iPod? He had plenty of time and made an idiot decision. I don't know what he can tell the coaching staff that he saw. Maybe it was a case of what Sam Darnold used to call seeing ghosts and stuff like that. Maybe he saw a ghost that was wearing a Rams jersey. I don't know. But, that's one that you don't need to be looking at an iPad. You need to be going to an eye doctor and be like, what did you see out there? Because, he just gifted the defense that one. That should have been points on the board. You don't do something like that. He's a veteran quarterback. He knows better. And it's not like he just threw it up for a grab, because you got to have a receiver to do that. So, meanwhile, in the second quarter of the Houston-Tulane game, Houston is up 17-15 in that one. So Tulane has scored since we last talked. And it's still halftime for Coastal Carolina and Arkansas State right now. All right, so Stafford's up under center. Got one receiver at the top and bottom of the screen. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. He has time. He's going to go deep. Will he have a man? No, incomplete. Going for Jefferson again, and it's just not working right now. So we've got 2nd and 10. So in spite of everything we've seen so far in this game, neither team has scored. Oh, yeah, that's what happens if you go against Jalen Ramsey. That kind of stuff's going to happen. All right, so Stafford in the shotgun. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Henderson's in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. Seahawks in 4. He throws it, and it's caught by Coop. So now we're going to have a 3rd and 5 situation coming up. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Out of this shotgun. No backs in the backfield. And now they motioned Henderson in the back with Stafford. Seahawks are showing strong blitz here. Let's see how many they send. 2 guys back up. Let's see what the penalty's on. Yep, delay game on the offense. You can't have those penalties. Some penalties I understand, but you cannot have those delay game penalties. Either someone's got to call a timeout or something, especially when we're talking about a 3rd and manageable situation. Now we're back to 3rd and 10. All right, so out of the shotgun, 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom of the screen. Seahawks are showing blitz. Let's see if they actually come. They send 4. They hand it to the back, and he picks up about 2 yards. So they're going to have to punt the ball here on 4th and 8 at midfield. So both offenses just keep stalling. Cannot come up with points. All right, so the punt team is lining up. Snap is on the way. Kick is up. All right, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Seahawks will take over at the 17-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, it's unbelievable how long Stafford has been in the league to make such a stupid decision. And so, yeah, I mean, I didn't expect him to make that decision. Really didn't. I thought he'd do better than that. Most quarterbacks, if it's not there, I mean, he had room to where he could have tried to scramble, maybe get 3, possibly 4, maybe even 5 yards in the play. You know, that's a lot better than the results they got on that one. But you can't throw it up there and there ain't no receiver up there. You can never justify that. As much as we see famous Jameis out there throwing stuff up, there's at least a receiver in the facility that we can at least point to and say that's where he was trying to go with it. So you can't do that. But so far in the night, you know, Stafford, he's been 9 of 15, 103 yards, 1 interception. You've got Russ out there, 3 of 6, 54 yards, and an interception. So, yeah, they're going to have to get Russell Wilson to step up here. There's no Chris Carson tonight. So that means more load should be on Russell Wilson. Let's see. Mike says it's unbelievable 2 elite teams playing like garbage. You know, Mike, it may just be that Thursday night football. There might be something to it. I don't know what it is, you know, but Thursday night football, you get some of the most unexpected type of things that happens on Thursday night football. So I'm just hoping that we can get through this game and everybody, you know, remains healthy tonight, honestly, because we've seen some teams really struggle to get through these Thursday night football games. I mean, Christian McCaffrey, he said that he really hates it. If I'm the Panthers, maybe in the future on a Thursday night football game, maybe I just wouldn't play Christian McCaffrey or at least reduce the amount of snaps that he gets, something like that. But there's definitely something to those Thursday night football games. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, starting off at the 17-yard line. So you've got Russ in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Receiver in motion, takes a snap, hands it to the receiver. He's running. He's gone. Picks up about 17 yards on the play. And that is Hart. All right, here we go. Russell Wilson up under center, takes a snap, fakes it to the back. He's looking. He's got time. He's going to go deep. And he's got Tyler Lockett. Definitely pass interference, and he still almost caught that with the pass interference. So that's a big play of the game right there. We're talking about 47 yards on the pass interference. All right, here you go. Russ up under center. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Hands it to the back. And the back gains about a good 3 yards on the carry, setting up a 2nd and 7 situation from the Rams' 19-yard line. I think now would be the perfect time to target Metcalf in the end zone. All right, 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, you've got 3 receivers at the top of the screen. You've got Metcalf at the bottom. Rams are showing that they might send about 5. Rush takes a snap. Rams send 4. Rush throws it. And it's caught in the end zone by Metcalf. DK Metcalf gets the Seahawks their first points of the night with that touchdown. What a play. He's happy. Seahawks fans are happy. I'm happy for my fantasy football team. That is big. So we're about to have the point after touchdown attempt. Kick is up, right down the middle. It's good. So we have the Seahawks with the lead, 7-0. Let's see. Go ahead and go through some of these comments here. But, hey, what a touchdown pass from Russ to my boy DK Metcalf on the reception in the end zone. So let's see. Mike says Dante Jackson, AJ Burrow back. Thorne needs to recover. CJ Henderson, Stephon Gilmore. Can't believe the Panthers secondary. Hey, I tell you what, the Panthers have shown that they truly believe that they can make the playoffs this year. You don't make a move like that for a guy whose contract's about to expire. You're going to break the bank for him at this point of the season, given all that you've already got, unless you believe you're in win now mode. And I can't blame them. The way that Sam Darnold's looked so far this season, the way that DJ Moore is playing. You know, if I have to critique this team, they got to find some way to light a fire for Robbie Anderson. I mean, Panther fans are begging for it. The Panthers want to see it happen. Fantasy football owners, they don't know what to do with him right now. Like, he has to get going somehow, some way. If they can get him going too, to complement what they've already got going with DJ Moore and company, and obviously when Christian McCaffrey come back, my goodness, you know, this might be a Panthers team that they're already a team that nobody wants to play. I mean, look at the defense. You know, this is a very good team, you know, but they're really going to take it to the next level. So the Panthers are going to be a really fun team to watch if they can just get healthy and stay healthy throughout the rest of the season. But, yeah, bringing back Gilmore, good for them. As a Patriots fan, I miss him already, you know, especially for Madden purposes. I mean, I trusted Gilmore. Honestly, back there in the backfield and my coverage, I was a big part, so I'm going to switch up my game plan on Madden, but happy for him, you know, to be returning home. I know he's happy, so happy for him. Let's see, Mike says, if I had said it once, I have said it 1,000 times. Why didn't Bills get Metcalf, which you just predicted? I sure did, man. Sure did. Like, it's amazing. You know, I was mostly just speaking as a person who wants their fantasy football team to succeed. But, hey, I mean, it was the perfect time. You just went to Lockett, had the penalty that got you down there. Why not trust? Why not put the ball in Metcalf's hand? He's just a huge guy that can go grab the ball, and he's got so much power, so much strength. I mean, wow. Mike says, great call. Fantasy owners nationwide wondering what's up with Robbie. And so, I mean, absolutely, man. I mean, you know, like people had high expectations for Robbie, especially after last year. And there's no reason why with Christian McCaffrey being out that his numbers just really still haven't gone up at all, like at all. And so they don't know what to do with him. Meanwhile, there's going to be a return by the Rams, the 10, the 15, 20, out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Let's see, Mike said you're walking the PS4 or PS5. I'm actually team Xbox. You know, I've got the Xbox Series X, Mike, so I'm actually team Xbox. As rare as that is nowadays to have an Xbox user these days, but yeah, I'm actually team Xbox. All right, so let's see what the Rams can do now. They've seen the Seahawks go down there and score. Maybe this will light a fire up under them. Stafford up under center. One back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Hands it to the back. And that's Sony Michel. He gains about 6 yards on the carry. All right, 2nd and 4. And yeah, that crowd's going to play a factor. That 12th man. Stafford up under center. One back in the backfield is still Michel. Woods in motion. Takes it. Hands it to the back. He's got the first down and then some. Sony Michel with the 15-yard burst on the play. 2 carries, about 21 yards so far tonight. They may want to keep running them. You see that offensive line starting to open up some holes, and Sony Michel, he's finding it. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Stafford in the shotgun, 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Seahawks is showing a little bit of pressure here. They send 4. It goes to the back, and this time Michel gains about, okay, he's still moving about 3 yards on the play. Oh, boy, that Jets-Falcons game. I mean, we just in London any game, I guess. But I'm excited for the Jets in that game in terms of just their opportunity for Zach Wilson to possibly get a second, win up under his belt. Because, I mean, both of the Falcons starting right receivers going to be out. And so if I'm a fantasy football player and I have Kyle Pitts, if he doesn't show up in that game, we're going to have a serious conversation about what are we going to do with him moving forward. Stafford takes a snap, fakes it to Michel. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by Robert Woods. Woods, my opponent in fantasy football has Woods tonight, so I'm hoping that Woods has a quiet night tonight, honestly. All right, here we go. So 1st and 10. Ball at about the Seahawks 44-yard line. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. That's Michel. He's running. He gains about a good 7 yards on the play. All right, so out of the shotgun, no backs in the backfield. Stafford's got 5 wide, making some adjustments. Stafford takes a snap. Seahawks are sending 4. Kupp has it, and that's a first down. That's the first down for the Rams. So the Rams got a nice drive going, 7 plays, 52 yards, 4 minutes, 24 seconds off the clock. These are the kind of drives that you have to finish right now. They've made it to the into the red zone before, wasn't able to capitalize, cannot have those kind of mistakes. You got to finish, especially in a game this big against a team like the Seahawks. Stafford in shotgun. You've got 5 wide again. Stafford making adjustments. Stafford takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and that's Sony Michel. And Michel swung forward for some extra yards. That's going to make it about 3rd and 2. Ball at the Seahawks 24-yard line. I'm sorry, 2nd and 2. Stafford up on the center. One back in the backfield. Stafford making adjustments. Woods in motion. They hand it to the back, and he's met in the backfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's Sony Michel back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. So now we're looking at 3rd and 2. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, takes a snap, hands it to the back. And he's met, but he's still trying to fall forward. Somehow he's able to get about 1.5 yards out of that play, which should have never gained even back to the line of scrimmage. Now, will they go for it? I think the way that Sony Michel's been running so far tonight, I think I would go ahead and hand it to him again. Because right now, the way this drive is, you have to capitalize, and you want to get a touchdown. You want to set the tone and let them know we're about to get a touchdown. We're almost at halftime, so you want to get a touchdown here. This is going to come up to the offensive line versus the defensive line of the Seahawks. Stafford takes a snap, hands it to the back, and Sony Michel gets the first down. Way to pick up the first down there. So, yeah, you can tell the coaching staff is rewarding Sony Michel for his efforts here. He's running hard. I like to see that. All right, they've got Henderson back in. He's in the backfield. Stafford up under the center. Takes a snap. Fakes it to Henderson. Stafford throws it, and it's caught by Wood. Gain of about 6 yards there on the play. All right, y'all got to make sure he don't get in the end zone now. Let's see. All right, give me 1 second here. Okay, so all right, so let's see. Mike says Seattle Seahawks jerseys are horrendous. And so let's see, Mike says play your little game at 9:30. I'll be getting ready for church. What a garbage game. Hey, Mike, I mean, I agree. You know, I've just been an Xbox fan. It's just something about I like the Xbox feel. PlayStation doesn't do it for me, so I like the Xbox feel to it. It's just what I'm used to. Now, I have realized that about probably 80% of the population, it seems like, plays PlayStation, but now Team Xbox. I did think about getting a PlayStation, but since it's been so hard to come by, I just went ahead and went back to the Xbox. And so what I'm thinking is what I'll probably do when it comes to like stuff like Madden, I'll probably start streaming like some more game. Like I know from time to time, I've only done it maybe 2 or 3 times so far this year, but obviously with all the sports news and stuff, pretty busy. But maybe during the off season, like when there's no NFL, no NBA for that during that time period, I might do a couple, Madden streams and stuff like that during that time frame. But this is an important drive for the Rams, really important drive for both teams. If you're the Rams, you have to come away with some points on this one. We're talking about 11 plays, 61 yards, 7 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock. That's how you keep an offense from getting going. You keep them from getting the football. So that's excellent on their end right there. And if I'm them, I'm going to continue to run Sony Michel on this one, at least till we get in the end zone. Let's see. Mike says, I mean, at 9:30 a.m. Got you. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah. I'm probably gonna be asleep myself during that one. I have to see the highlights of what happened for that. Woods in motion. They hand it to the back. That's Sony Michel, and he gains probably enough for the first down. He did trip on the play, though. Let's see where they mark him at. All right, they're saying he's just short. Yeah, I say you go ahead and run the ball. You still got all your timeouts, so go ahead and run that ball. Try to get in the end zone that way and leave as little time as possible for the Seahawks to try to respond. Stafford up under center, one back in the backfield. It's Michel. Woods in motion, takes a snap, hands it to Michel. Oh, Michel's met in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of some yards there. Wow. So the Seahawks said enough is enough. That was Woods on the play. Enough is enough. Let's see. Mike says, JB1K, can you believe this crap performance by the Rams? And so, I mean, am I really surprised that it's a low-scoring defensive game right now? Not too much. I'm not too surprised here. I do think, though, in the third quarter, about midway third quarter, we'll start to see these offenses crank up a little bit. But that's why I projected 27-24. I don't see these teams scoring in the 30s. But I tell you what, though, I could not predict that Matthew Stafford would throw that interception that he threw the last time he was at the goal line. I couldn't predict that. Meanwhile, the Rams are just going to go ahead and kick the field goal here as they tend to Matt Stafford. We'll see what's going on there. Probably just taping up his fingers. 31-yard field goal attempt is up. And it's good right down the middle. So the Rams get their first points of the day. So we're at a 7-3 ball game. And so, Mike, earlier when you were doing your projections, you said you had the Seahawks winning by 7 or 3. Maybe you meant Seahawks win 7-3. Maybe that's what you were thinking. Yeah, I just mentioned that. I just mentioned it too. It's like, Mike, don't forget. Exactly. So, yeah, we'll not forget that. But yeah, that's a disappointment right there. You took about 7-8 minutes off the clock. Everything was moving. Sony Michel was running the ball nicely. But, I mean, at some point, you had to do some type of play action fake and try to get maybe Cooper Kupp in the end zone or something like that. You know, it probably would have been there. But we'll have to see if the Seahawks can get a way to get either a field goal or a touchdown before the half. They're going to have about 1 minute, 8 seconds, 2 timeouts remaining. So we'll see what they can do. All right, let me see. Just checked out my fantasy team, and like me and my opponent, we're both getting about the same amount of points. Me for Metcalf, him for Woods. So I can use Metcalf to try to get another touchdown here before the half. You're looking at his finger, I think. Yeah, his finger looked just a little swollen. All right, so the Rams are about to kick things off here. Again, there's 1:08 left before the half. Kickoff on the way. We're going to have a return to 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way to about the 28-yard line. That's Dallas on the return. So now Russell Wilson. Let's see what he can do with 1:03 left to go before the half. I mean, look at that drive. 14 plays, 63 yards, nearly 8 minutes off the clock, and you had to settle for a field goal. All right, so Seahawks out of the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Metcalf at the top. Russ on the shotgun, one back in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. Rams send 4. Russ throws it to the back, and it's caught. And it's caught. Now they're going to want to hurry up here. 52 seconds. 50 seconds, 48 seconds on the clock. They still have 2 timeouts. Russ in the shotgun, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. 40 seconds now. 38 seconds. They're clearly playing for a field goal here. Takes a snap, hands it to the back. Well, I can't agree with this. Just 27 seconds left. You play to win the game. You got to give yourself more opportunities to try to score a touchdown first and foremost, I feel. That right there took way too much time, and then you run the ball on top of that. I don't know. If you're trying to catch the Rams by surprise, it didn't work. All right, so we are looking at a 2nd and 6 situation here with 32 seconds left to go in the game. Ball at the Rams' 39-yard line. All right, Wilson in the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. They motion the tight end. Rams are showing pressure. They send pressure. Russ is going deep. Nobody back there. Incomplete, but there is a flag. Roughing the passer on Aaron Donald. You can't do that. What a mistake that was. All right, so thanks to that, they're gifted a first down here at the Rams' 24-yard line. All right, so out of the shotgun, 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Takes the snap. Rams send 4, throws it. It's caught by Swain. All right, so Seattle's burnt their final timeout. They would not have had to do that if they didn't take about 20-something seconds to get that play off about 2 plays ago. If I'm the Seahawks, I'm just going to take a chance and, give DK Metcalf another shot here. Let him go one-on-one. All right, out of the shotgun, he's got 4 receivers on the play. 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Rams send 4. He steps up. He has room. He throws it. And it's a touchdown to Tyler Lockett. But there is a penalty. Holding against the offense is coming back. Now, maybe this time we can throw it to DK Metcalf in the end zone. Let's see, Mike says Marshawn Lynch is a saint. When he says he is popping Skittles, he is not talking about illicit drugs. He means literal Skittles. Hey, you're right about that. He loves him some Skittles. I will say that. All right, so they've got 10 seconds here. They've got no timeouts. They got to be extremely smart with it. I'd probably throw something in the corner towards Metcalf. All right, so the Rams are going to take a timeout. Let's see. Mike says, maybe if you want, we can do college Saturday previous halftime, like previous halftime. And so, yeah, I mean, we can go ahead and go through the games for the upcoming games and stuff. Start doing our projections and stuff in terms of which games we think who's gonna win what, all of that great stuff. I think we actually did that. Now to think about it, I think it's what, Sunday Night Football, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We can hype up that college football weekend that we have coming up. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 11. 10 seconds before the half. All right, so we got Russell Wilson in the shotgun. 4 receivers wide. Back in the backfield, takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. And that's Tyler Lockett. He loves us some Tyler Lockett. I know next year to take Tyler Lockett over DK Metcalf. And so let's see. Hey, Melissa, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad that you're here. And so, yeah, thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Absolutely. Let's see. Mike says, oh, I wanted always good on Wilson to get them to 14. He did. It's just the penalties. Penalties took it away. Well, let's see if they can get to 10. Kick is on the way. Oh my, he missed it. Wow, no good. I think that's pretty much summed up the first half for these two teams. They've had opportunities and they've missed on these opportunities. So wow. Kick is no good. Mike says, nice kick. Maybe next time we can have Coach Dante kick. Hey, Coach Dante will get it. He'll get those 3 points. Man, that's really tough right there. I mean, we're talking about a game in which it's already difficult to score. That's tough. Stafford takes a knee. So that's it. We're at the half. We are at the half. So let me go ahead and get ready to set this one up. All right, so congrats for the 1 subs. I absolutely appreciate this. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, definitely a big time accomplishment. And so, I mean, like when I first started off, I had no idea how long it was going to take. After the first couple months, I was estimating that it might take me about 3 years to actually reach that 1K mark. I know it's not too common to reach that mark. For me, it was less than like less than 10 months. Because I think I posted my first video, and it was like either the day, I think it was the day after Christmas was when I actually posted my first video. And so then it took about another 2 weeks before I posted my second video. And so back then, editing used to take me forever, but I'm glad I finally figured it out. And I mean, what a journey it's been to finally be here today and reach that 1K mark. Absolutely happy about that. Absolutely. So appreciate that. And thank you guys so much. All right. So let's go ahead, Mike, and get to these college football game previews. And before we get to that, let's just go ahead and recap what's already happened so far tonight in college football. All right, so yeah, so far, we've got Tulane over Houston here in the third quarter. Tulane's up 22-17, and then third quarter, you got Coastal Carolina up 31-7 against Arkansas State. We projected that one wasn't going to be close. That seems to be the case. And so those are the games that's currently playing right now. And now the fun part. We get to actually discuss some of these college football games that's coming up. I'll start with tomorrow's game. We've got, let's see, Temple versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati's ranked number 5. Cincinnati's going to be at home. Cincinnati's going to take care of business in that one, especially a Friday night game. Yeah, I have no doubt Cincinnati's going to come away with a win for that one. Let's see. Mike says, JB raced the 2K, opened a little champagne. Celebrity a little. Absolutely. I will say this, though. I do need to, because I reached out to Jay in the Bay earlier, just for some advice in terms of just how the whole monetizing one's channel, that process works and all of that. And so he's been, helping me behind the scenes with that. So absolutely appreciate, Jay in the Bay for that assistance. And I mean, just soaking it all in right now. I've started the process. I know it's going to take a minute before everything gets finalized there. But once you guys start seeing the ads, that'll be up. But I do know that now that I have 1,000 subscribers, there are other features that YouTube will now let me access. I just got to play around with it and see how this stuff works. But there are other stuff that I see that, some of the larger channels, like they can post and stuff like that, certain things that I didn't have the ability to do, but now I will have that ability. So I'm really happy about that. And hey, as you said, the race to 2K. I mean, because JB 1K is nice, but JB 2K, hey, that reminds me of, the good old CJ 2K. Let's see, Mike says he's rooting for Houston. So, yeah, between Houston and Tulane, I want to see Houston score. I know they're at the goal line right now, so they're at the goal line. So definitely hoping that Houston does score in that one. And so Mike says, day 2 football is hot go Cincinnati. And so, yeah, I mean, Cincinnati, they've got this one against Temple. They've got this one, especially at home. Now, the other Friday match, the one that's going to be, I guess you can say, the big matchup will be Stanford. They just coming off of that win against Oregon. By the way, Oregon's running back, I hear, is done for the year. I got the notifications earlier, so absolutely sad to hear that. Hoping, the best in terms of his recovery. But yeah, that was a big win for Stanford to beat Oregon, and now they're going to go on the road against Arizona State, and let's see if they can follow that up with another win versus a ranked opponent. And so this one have to be on the road against Arizona State. So I think this one could go either way, but I'm leaning towards Stanford. I just feel like right now the type of football that they're playing is going to carry over to this game and help them, but we'll see. We will see. Let's see then. Obviously Saturday, Maryland, Ohio State. I mean, you know who I got in that one. I don't even have to say. Arizona, I mean, I've got Ohio State in that one. Like, I think Ohio State's going to win. Final score maybe about 56 to about 21. 56-21. Ohio State over Maryland. And so, let's see. Go ahead and catch up on a couple comments here. And so, Mike says, absolutely. See money. And so, hey, that's definitely the goal towards the first step towards me being able to someday become a full-time YouTuber. So definitely appreciative of that and can definitely use that to go ahead and help improve other aspects of my channel as well. I always want to constantly improve. Because definitely from looking at my first video to where I am now, I've definitely learned a lot of things along the way and implemented a lot of stuff, but I want to continue to improve this channel to, rival some of the bigger channels in the near future. So definitely excited about that. Let's see. Mike says, I'm rooting against Stafford. Go Arizona State. And so Kidder96, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. And you say the college game day crew will be at the site of the game being played at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. That's fantastic. That's going to be the game tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Saturday, that I'm going to be doing my play-by-play for the game between Oklahoma and Texas. You already know that one. And I know that, Mike, I believe you and 80 Swerfan are both going to be going for Oklahoma in that one. I'm going to be rooting for Texas, but I'm ultimately rooting for a good game. I want to see that game go to overtime. I love when those two teams play. I just hope it's a close one, and pretty sure it's going to be. But I got Texas in that one. I've got Texas in that one. Oklahoma's played a lot of close games. I got Texas for that one. But yeah, appreciate that update right there for sure. And so there you go. Mike says, we're hoping you can do it full time. I mean, it would be amazing if I can get that. I mean, I've done a pretty good job in terms of getting videos up currently right now, given the fact that I do work, throughout the day and stuff like that. But if I can get to the point where this will be my sole focus and stuff, then wow, just imagine the amount of videos that I can post consistently on a regular basis. So absolutely. But I mean, we're about to reach the point now where my live streams are about to take it to a whole nother level now, because we're about to start incorporating basketball once we have the start of the NBA season. I'm thinking probably just start off one game a week when it comes to the NBA for now, but then we'll ramp it up to about 2 games once we get closer towards, probably around that March, well, probably about that February, honestly. Once college football starts to come to an end, that's when we can start anticipating that I'll start ramping up even more basketball. College basketball will be based upon just whatever game I feel like, it's just one that really stands out, must-see type of college basketball game. You'll start to see those then. But yeah, I've got some big plans here, so we'll see a lot of streams increase even more during the months of November, especially, and towards the end of this month. Let's see. But to get back to this one, next matchup. All right, so the Oklahoma-Texas matchup. I know where you stand on that one. Vanderbilt and Florida, I think we pretty much all have Florida. I expect Florida to basically beat down Vanderbilt. I would not be surprised if they scored 70 points in this game and beat them like 70-7 or something like that. I think it's going to be nasty. And so now the Arkansas versus Mississippi game, I picked Mississippi to win that one, but who knows? Whichever team shows up ready to play, that's who's going to win that one. And so – and yeah, definitely appreciate you guys for coming through. Make sure you guys do press the thumbs up button. And if there's anybody that's out there watching this stream, you enjoy sports, whether it's football at the NFL level, college level, or even basketball, definitely make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel, because we do these play-by-plays. We do a lot of, sports content, all that stuff on one channel. So really appreciate you guys for coming through. Let's see. I know that Georgia versus Auburn game down at Auburn, I wonder how that final score is going to end up. But seeing how Georgia dominated Arkansas, I mean, you're not going to find me bet against Georgia in this one. I'm definitely taking the Bulldogs all the way on this one. Penn State versus Iowa, that one's going to be, I think, a defensive game that probably around mid to late third quarter, the offense starts opening up. But I think Iowa wins that one. Yeah, I've got Iowa winning that one. Probably final score of about 31 to about 13 or 31 to 16. I think Iowa makes a statement win. Come Saturday. Then you've got your Notre Dame versus Virginia Tech. Going down to Virginia Tech, that's a game that, especially at 7:30, that could be another trap game, especially I know that Notre Dame coming off of that loss. There's disappointment. They got to make sure that they're focused for this Virginia Tech team, because whenever you're going down to Virginia Tech, you got to make sure that you are locked in. Otherwise, it could be an upset. LSU, Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky's got to make sure they don't have a letdown game. because LSU, they've got the talent certainly to beat Kentucky. So we'll see how that one goes. Let's see. Yeah, then we've got number 12 Oklahoma State versus 21 Texas. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm looking a week ahead there. So, all right, let's see what Mike typed a lot here. Let's see what he said. Mike says it's very disconcerting to know if I jumped over you, JB, dunked on you, grabbed the rim, did a slow motion pull up, shaking my head, yelling, I would get a fragrant foul. That you would. If you can do all that, though, I tell the referee just dismiss it. You know, he earned that one if you did all of that. Hey, Mike, if you did all of that, we'd have to nickname you the Elevator. I know Shannon Sharp, he calls himself the Elevator, but we'd have to call you the Elevator. If you can do all that in slow motion, then yeah, we'd have to nickname you the Elevator out there on the court. Let's see, because I didn't see Liberty come up there. I wonder if they're on an off week this week. I know in college football, that's, you know, they get like a couple off weeks. So I wonder if this is an off week for them. Let's see. All right, so Liberty plays Middle Tennessee this week, and it's going to be at Liberty. So, yeah, Liberty's going to win that one. Middle Tennessee is currently like 2-3 right now, so yeah, they'll win that one. And that's going to be 3:30 Eastern time. So yeah, okay, Middle Tennessee plays Liberty. So, all right, so we're about to come out the half here, get this one started, get back focused on the game. And let's see how these offenses come out. I think these offenses, they better do better than they did in the first half. That's for sure. But if I'm the Rams, I'm disappointed because you had two opportunities to come away with touchdowns. One, you came away with the field goal after arguably your best drive of the game. The first one, you were right there in the red zone and you threw an interception where there was no receiver in the area code. So you cannot do that. Just can't do it. All right, so the Rams are going to kick this one off. Let's see if we get a return. All right, kick is on the way. All right, we're going to get a return to 10, 15, 20, all the way to about the 25-yard line. Oh, there's some pushing and shoving out there. All right, so we'll see how the Seahawks offense comes out fresh off of halftime here. What type of adjustments are they going to make? 7 points is not enough to beat this Rams team. Play action fake. Russ is looking. He has time. He throws it, and it's caught. Again, Tyler Lockett. So, yeah, Tyler Lockett has just been having a fantastic season. I mean, he's getting the targets for sure from Russell Wilson. And that's 13 yards. All right, so Wilson up under center. One back in the backfield. Lockett's towards the bottom of the screen. Hands it to the back. Oh, what a nice spin. My goodness, that felt like a Madden type move right there, honestly. That was one heck of a spin. All right, so you've got Wilson in the shotgun. One receiver at the top and bottom of the screen. Rams send 4. Russell throws it. And it's caught by Hart. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. They're saying that due to his forward progress, he did not get the first down. And Russell Wilson with the quarterback keeper gains about 3 yards, takes it all the way to the Rams' 49-yard line. Caught them sleeping on that one. Wilson up under center. Throws, oh man, ball in the air, almost picked off. Wow. Almost picked off. Let's see. Mike says, JB, the more time go by, the more confused I am with predictions. Stafford playing like knucklehead today. Wilson looked ready to win. Football is a game of matchups and X's and O's, and so, I mean, it's really hard to predict who's going to come out and get it going, but I feel like, like any given day, like the next time these two teams play, it might be an offensive shootout. You just never know the type of game it's going to be, honestly. Wilson in the shotgun, takes a snap. Rams send 4. Wilson's got time. He's moving. Still moving. Oh, he tried to throw it away. Was he down? I think a knee was down. He held that ball way too long in that backfield. So, yeah, they're going to call that a sack. Oh, yeah, he's definitely down. Should have got rid of the ball earlier. I mean, the offensive line did a good job giving you that much time. That's you got to get rid of the ball. All right, 3rd and 22. Hands it to the back. All right, that's going to be a 6-yard gain. All right, so we've got a 4th and 16 coming up. And so Mike says he's confident with his prediction. Hey, the way they're playing, I'm more confident in your prediction than I am my own at this point. All right. Punt is on the way. Will we get a return? And he's going to let the ball bounce. Takes a Seahawks bounce. So that's going to be at the 4-yard line. So the Rams are going to be backed against their own end zone, taking over at the 4-yard line. And what a defensive game this has been. I mean, I expected defense, but I didn't expect defense to this extent. I mean, so far, Matthew Stafford, 13 of 19, 131 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's been sacked once. And then you look at Russell Wilson. He's 10 of 14, 151 yards, 1 touchdown to 1 interception, and also that last sack that he had for a loss of 12 yards on that play. Rushing the ball as a team, it's been pretty even almost. I mean, the Rams, 16 carries, 51 yards. Now, 35 of those yards came from Michelle on 9 carries. And then you've got for the Seahawks as a team, 15 carries for 57 yards. Collins has 11 of those carries for 43 of those yards. So, yeah, I mean, you look across the thing, and they're pretty much just about even statistically speaking. Only difference is, I mean, the Rams have not been able to capitalize on their opportunities because they've moved the ball and gotten twice in the red zone, and they've only got 3 points to show for it. Let's see. All right, so I see that we're at 13 thumbs up. So yeah, if we can get some more people to press thumbs up here, and anybody that is new to the channel or you're just not subscribed yet, do consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely appreciate you guys for coming through for this stream here as we have the Rams and the Seahawks in a very defensive matchup, so we certainly didn't expect to have that. All right, so now we've returned back to the field. All right, so the Rams are going to line up in a shotgun formation, one back in the backfield as well. They motion Woods towards the top of the screen. They've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Take the snap. Stafford's looking. Seahawks in 4. He throws it, and it's caught by Wood. So it's going to be a pickup of 7 yards. So now we're looking at 2nd and 3 from the 11-yard line. All right, again, so 2nd and 3. All right, so they're in the shotgun, one back in the backfield, and that's Henderson in the backfield. Woods motions to the top, takes the snap. Stafford's looking. Stafford's going deep. Incomplete. He tried to throw the back shoulder, wasn't there. Incomplete. So that brings up 3rd and 3. All right, so 3rd and 3 out of the shotgun. Henderson in the backfield. They've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. 1 receiver at the top, tight end at the top as well. Takes a snap. Stafford's looking. Stafford throws it, and it's caught by Wood. And that's going to be a gain of about 17 yards. All right, so here they go. 1st and 10 at the 20. No backs in the backfield, 5 wide. Stafford in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Seahawks send 4. Stafford's looking. He throws it. Oh, man, he overthrew a wide open Woods on the play. That's one of those that at the end of the game, you wish you had that one back. I mean, he was wide open down the middle of the field. Definitely a mistake by the defense. Let him get that open. Oh, man. And you can tell that finger is probably still, it's definitely bothering him on that one because that's one that he definitely would hit. So now we've got 2nd and 10. They've got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 back in the backfield with them. Seahawks look like they're going to send 4. Stafford looking. Stafford throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Yeah, that pressure's starting to get back there. They know his finger's a little messed up right now, so they're going to be coming at him and trying to force him to throw an errant pass. All right, so out of the shotgun formation, 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Stafford takes a snap. Seahawks send 4. Stafford steps up. He's going deep. And it's caught by Jefferson. And Jefferson still running. The 30, the 20, the 10. I feel like he just pulled up on that play. But wow, 68 yards. Sorry, that was Deshaun Jackson. Wow. Mike says Deshaun Jackson is an up-and-coming young man. I'm sure it's been a while since someone has given him that scouting report. Matthew Stafford up under center, one back in the backfield, two receivers at the top. Cup goes in motion, takes a snap, tosses it to Henderson. He's running. He's still running. He's moved. He gets about 7 yards on a carry. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 3 here. So they don't need much more till they reach the end zone. That's going to be at the Seahawks 5-yard line. They have to finish in the end zone. Stafford up under center. One back in the backfield. Receivers close to the line. Woods in motion. Takes it. Hands it to the back. That's Henderson. And Henderson falls in the end zone for the touchdown for the LA Rams. And so the Rams have taken their first lead of the day. And they finally finished in the end zone. They say 3 times the charm, and it took them to their 3rd drive to get in the end zone. And that was inspired by the 34-year-old receiver who can still run deep, Deshaun Jackson. Mike says Wilson be like, hold my beer. Quick touchdown incoming. Extra point is no good. No good. He hit the crossbar. Well, the upright. Wow. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that he did that on purpose just to remind me of the Patriots and Tampa Bay game. But yeah, will that extra point come back to haunt them in a low-scoring game like this? You cannot afford to be missing extra points like that. So we'll see if ultimately if this comes back to bite the Rams here and cost them this game. But yeah, that's a big extra point missed in a low-scoring game like this. It's been a defensive match. But what a job finishing that drive that was. And you saw Deshaun Jackson being able to adjust to the ball. And that's what really got him so open. He was able to adjust so well, catch it in stride. And then from there, it was just how many yards can he get on his feet before they push him out of bounds. So now we're going to see how the Seahawks respond after seeing the Rams get stuff going offensively. You know, Russell Wilson and company, they want to get things involved. They're targeting Tyler Lockett a lot in this one. He's been able, at some point, I still feel you got to get DK Metcalf going in this one. If you want to win this game here to see how the Seahawks, you got to get Metcalf going here. I know he has the 1 touchdown, but he hasn't had the targets that I feel that he should. We got a special shout out here from Mike, and Mike says shout out to field goal kicker Cody Parker or something, still being in the league. Chicago arch enemy. Yeah, he still finds employment. So good for him, though. I mean, I know that's something that's tough to come back for. We've seen a lot of great kickers that when they miss the game winner, their career just downward spiraled after that. I think of a guy like Mike Vanderjagt, who was once considered the most accurate kicker in the league at that time when he was with the Colts, and then he missed that field goal against the Steelers, was never the same. And so I think 2-3 years after, he was out of the league, basically. That's a big extra point they missed, though. Big extra point. All right, so the kickoff is about to be on the way. And we have a penalty. Up, he kicked out of bounds. You cannot do that. And so that's going to be a penalty there. And that's going to give the Seahawks great field position. They're going to take over 1st and 10 from the Seahawks 40-yard line. And man, I mean, this kicker, he is struggling right now. He needs all the positive vibes that we can send his way right now because, yeah, missed the extra point. Then the corresponding kickoff goes out of bounds. Those are supposed to be money plays for a kicker. You cannot be having that. You hurt your team now to where if the Seahawks get a field goal, they take the lead, and you also help the Seahawks with the field position, gain about probably an extra 15 yards most likely on that. So your big mistakes there by Gay in that one. All right, so here we go. Russell Wilson and company. Russ takes the snap, tosses it to the back, and the back is brought down in the backfield. Wow, that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards for Collins. And so this Rams team, they're waking up now. This might have been a game the defense needed, actually. You know, a game like this, the defense can set the tone, and they can build off of this as the season goes on. Because that's all it takes, a team like this to have so much talent the way the Rams do. We just got to get this team confident and playing together as the season goes on. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson out of the shotgun, got 3 receivers at the top. Lockett motions towards the bottom of the screen, takes a snap. He's looking. He goes deep. He's aiming for Lockett. He has Lockett. He just overthrew him. It was there. And now Russ is holding his finger. His finger looks jammed, honestly. Looks like his middle finger right now is disjointed. So, man, that was a nice move. I mean, he was just off on that one. All right, so Russ is back in there. Hands it to the back. There is a penalty. It's probably going to be against the Seahawks. All right, so they're saying it's probably going to be an illegal shift. All right, that's going to be on the offense. Philip Dorsett doesn't change the outcome. Yeah, I mean, Russ just went out there, let him pop it, and got back in. No timeout needed. So that was impressive. But they're going to punt the ball, and the Rams are going to return it. Let's see, 10, 15, tripped up at about the 17-yard line. Let's call it 18-yard line. So we'll have 1st and 10 for the Rams coming off of their touchdown drive at their 18-yard line. And so, so far in this one, though, Matt Stafford, 16 of 25, 215 yards, 1 interception. Russell Wilson, 10 of 15, 151 yards, 1 touchdown, also 1 interception. Sony Michel's the leading rusher for the Rams, 9 carries, 35 yards. Collins is leading it for the Seahawks, 12 carries, 39 yards. Mike, the accuracy in that comment there, Mike. He says Wilson's finger more quick than a politician. If his finger's crooked like that, there's no repairing his finger if it's beyond the corruption of a politician. The accuracy there, Mike. But we're in the third quarter. We've got 6 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third quarter. So, time's going by pretty fast in this game. Let's see. I see that we're at 14 thumbs up. 14 thumbs up. Let's see. Can we get to 20 thumbs up here in this stream? That is the magic number that we're aiming for in this stream. Can we get to a total of 20 by the end of this stream here? And anybody that is new, just checking things out, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, because in addition to these play-by-plays, I post a lot of sports content, whether we're talking football news, NBA news, all that stuff, college sports, all that stuff. So definitely do make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. But yeah, both quarterbacks dealing with some finger injuries here. And here we go. Matthew Stafford. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. No backs in the backfield. 5 wide. You got 3 trips. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Seahawks send 4. Stafford trying to move. Stafford's on the run. Stafford throws it up. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Now we're going to be looking at 2nd and 10 from the Rams' own 18-yard line. I say we put Deshaun Jackson back in the game and go deep to him again. All right, so Stafford calling the play in the huddle. All right, so here we go. 4 wide. Cup motions to the top of the screen. 3 receivers at the top. 1 back in the backfield. The back is Henderson. Stafford in the shotgun. Rams making adjustments for the offensive line. Takes a snap. He has the time. He throws it. And it's caught by Woods. My goodness. Talk about a terrible time for me to go against Woods in my fantasy league. Yeah, terrible week for me to be going against him. He's having the best week of the season. Stafford's looking. He throws it. And it's caught again by Woods. Can someone please cover this man? Like, let him throw somewhere else. This is terrible for my fantasy team. I'm gonna need Russ to throw Metcalf a touchdown in this one. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. They're at the 42-yard line of the Seahawks. 1 back in the backfield. The back is Henderson. Stafford up under center. Was in motion. They take it. Hand to Henderson. He makes a cut. He makes a guy miss. He's on the run. The 30, 25, 20, 15. Out of bounds at about the Seahawks' 13-yard line. What a run by Henderson. And that time showing us a little bit of burst. He made that first cut. Made the next guy miss. And then from there, he showed a little bit of speed out there. What a block by Kupp. All right, Stafford in the shotgun. You've got 2 receivers at the top, 3 at the bottom. Stafford takes a snap. Seahawks send 5. Stafford throws it. And it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. And that's the tight end. Tyler Higbee with the reception in the end zone for 13-yard touchdown reception by the Rams. Wow, so now 2 drives in a row. This offense has really got going. They have got going in this one. So now this is more of what I expected to see in this game offensively, at least from the Rams. Now the Seahawks are going to get things going, man. They have got to get things going. Let's see if the extra point is good this time. Kick is up, and it's good. It is good. Let's see. Mike says Woods, Buffalo 2nd-round pick. And so, man, you gotta love it. Gotta love it how things work out. But touchdown for the Rams as they are up 16-7 here at the Seahawks. They have not been playing around in the third quarter. That's 13 unanswered points there that they were able to capitalize on here in the third quarter. Seahawks have not scored since halftime, and they're going to have to change that if they want to win this game. They're going to have to change that. Let's see, Mike says Wilson needs to score or I will look like a clown. I tell you what, Mike, we have to get away from your score projection, and we have to rely on mine. Absolutely got to rely on mine here. All right, give me 1 second here. Let's see. And so, all right, Meme Dealer 69, what's good? Welcome to the stream, man. What you got? Who you got winning this game? Let's see. You say your opponent started. So I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Yeah, I started DK Metcalf, and my opponent had Robert Woods. And so, I mean, the difference is Matthew Stafford knows how to target his guy, while my guy doesn't. Like ever since halftime, I mean, you get one touchdown, Russ is like, all right, I'm going back to Lockett when he does decide to throw it. So apparently, I got the wrong receiver for the Seahawks, and so. But I feel your pain. Like, this was a terrible week to be going up against the opponent that I've got where he's got Robert Woods just going off like that. Absolutely. But, hey, I mean, definitely hoping on my end that DK Metcalf can get it going. And hopefully you've got a couple guys that can go off this week as well. But I'm with you. They're throwing it to him way too much. Double team him if you got to. Kickoff is on the way. All right, that's going to be in the end zone. Wow, so just hitting off of Aaron Donald's arm does that to his finger. All right, now would be a good time to get things going, but obviously you would think the Seahawks are going to come out and probably try to establish the ground game a little bit to run the ball for him. Lockett goes in motion towards the top of the screen. They hand it to Collins, and Collins, he's running. Gains about 4 yards on the play. That's going to be 2nd and 6. Geno Smith. All right, so Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Got 5 wide. Got the back at the bottom of the screen. He takes a snap, throws it, and it's caught by the tight end. That's going to be a gain of about a yard in the play. So now we've got a 3rd and 5 from the Seahawks 30-yard line. Important that they get this first down because the Rams, they've been able to score back-to-back on possession, so I really wouldn't want to give them the ball back right now the way that offense is scoring. All right, so 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Russ takes a snap. Rams send 5. Steps up. He's looking, and he's sacked. No, wait. He avoided that, but he sacked this time. Aaron Donald. Yeah, so they got to punt the ball on 4th and 14. I mean, he just won't throw it up to my dude, DK Metcalf. All right, so the punt is blocked. The punt is blocked. Picked up by the punter. And he still punts it. Wow. There is a penalty. Wow, you don't see that every day. He tried to punt the first time. It was blocked, picked it up, and tried to punt it still. Yeah, I'm looking to see what they're going to say here. Well, that is a play that you really don't see every day, but that just goes to show how the Seahawks have been playing in this one. Let's see. Mike says Landry Jones out of the league, EJ out, Glennon, Geno backs up from that class, maybe Steelers back up from that class. And so, yeah, if we're talking about best of that class, I mean, it had to be Geno Smith. It had to be. And Geno, I mean, yeah, I mean, of all the quarterbacks that you mentioned, like, yeah, Geno would get, I give him the call first. He's probably the only one that would get the call as a backup role. And so, I mean, not many quarterbacks can say a teammate literally knocked them out of the starting lineup. Let's see. CJ Ruthless Sports, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for coming through, man. What's going on? How you been? How have you been? Yeah, appreciate you for coming through here. So I know this game right here, I mean, it's been pretty defensive so far in this one. I'm hoping the Seahawks can make it a game, but I'm having my doubts right now. I know Russell Wilson, that finger is definitely going to continue to bother him. So if the Rams score again, look out. That punter's definitely feeling a lot of love over there. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Ball at the 11-yard line. Takes a snap. He throws it to the back. I mean, to the receiver. That's Woods. Woods again. I mean, how many receptions does he have at this point? Because I feel like he's getting all the targets at this point. Yeah, Woods has 10 receptions for 123 yards. I mean, for anybody like myself here, man, this is a tough one to watch when you're going against him in fantasy football. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7 out of the shotgun. You got 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Stafford takes a snap, fakes it to the back. He's looking, pressures all around him, throws it, and it's caught. Somehow he caught that. Cooper Kupp. He looked almost shocked to have it there. Wow. So let's see. Let's see. Meme Dealer 69 says, how's DK doing against Jalen Ramsey? So far in this one, DK Metcalf, I mean, I remember the one play early on where he just made a great route and the ball was on the money. He had that one time where he beat Jalen Ramsey and they threw it to him, but they really haven't targeted him all that much in this game. I mean, looking at his thing, he only has 2 receptions for 44 yards and 1 touchdown. Meanwhile, Henderson runs the ball about 9 yards. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 1. So, yeah, DK Metcalf has only been able to get that one reception against Jalen Ramsey early on, and then he had that one touchdown catch that they threw to him. But I'm not sure if that was against Ramsey in that one. I don't think that was against Ramsey. They really haven't targeted Metcalf a lot. That's been the case a lot this season. There's only been maybe one game that I've been satisfied with the targets he's been getting. They've just been trying to throw it to Lockett first. Metcalf's an afterthought so far this season. I wish they'd give him a chance more. I really do. 2nd and 2. Takes a snap, hands it to the back, and he's met in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards on the play. They're saying a 1 yard loss, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. All right, you see Geno Smith warming up. All right, Stafford out of the shotgun. You got 5 receivers wide. No backs in the backfield. And that's the end of the quarter. End of the quarter. Let's see. Mike says the Seahawks secondary should cover someone. All I needed for them to do in this one, I don't care what Cooper Kupp does. I'm not going against him in fantasy football. They could have fed him all night long. Deshaun Jackson, feed him Jefferson, just not Robert Woods. And what do? They give him more than 2 times what the next leading receiver has in terms of just receptions. I mean, of the 19 receptions for 268 yards through the air, Woods has 10 of those 19 receptions for 123 yards. I mean, thank goodness he hasn't found the end zone yet. Otherwise, I'd have to punt my fantasy league for next time because I got DK Metcalf, and Metcalf, he's not getting the ball. I don't think they target him in the second half. So an entire quarter, and my man doesn't get 1 target, come on now. If you're not going to target him, trade him elsewhere, because I need to use him. That's all I'm saying. The Sports Blitz, thank you so much for joining the stream. And so, glad to have you here, man. I know you've got to be feeling good about your Carolina Panthers right now. I'm hearing Christian McCaffrey. It seems like he may possibly be back this week. And not only that, you have Stephon Gilmore. You guys got him for a 6th round pick. Still can't believe it. Still hurts me to say it as a Patriot fan. Still hurts. But kudos to your Carolina Panthers. The future's looking really bright right now. And so you have got to be ecstatic about that. So congrats there. And anybody who hasn't checked out this man's channel, definitely do check him out and subscribe to the Sports Blitz channel. Believe me, you won't regret it there. He produces a lot of sports content as well. So definitely check him out. Let's see. You say Metcalf getting clamped against Jalen again. And so at this point, I'm not even sure if it's Jalen, sticking on him because I see sometimes he's matched up against Lockett. Sometimes he's on one side, and I saw both DK and Tyler on the opposite side. It's just Russell Wilson's not looking for DK Metcalf at this point. He's not giving him a chance. Metcalf probably is getting open. I've seen a couple of times he look open. Wilson won't throw him the ball, which I've got a huge problem with that. I mean, feed him the ball. Let your big-time player make big-time plays. He's something special. A lot of teams can really use him. Let's see. Sportsplay says, I think we need to rest on Christian McCaffrey, though. Wait till he's 100%. And so, that would be wise for sure. I mean, if he's anything less than that, no, you can't risk it with him. You just can't. You cannot risk it. Got to be as cautious as possible with him. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 3 out of the shotgun. 5 wide. Can the Seahawks get a stop? Stafford takes it. Stafford's looking. Stafford's going deep to Jackson. Incomplete. That is incomplete. He was going through Deshaun Jackson, trying to get another magical play, but it didn't work out this time. So now we're going to have a 4th down here. I believe that he's on IR, so like maybe week 7 or later. Let's see. The Sportsbook says Mike, he's on IR. Okay. So it'll be at least week 7 or later. All right, so there we go. 4th and 3, punts on the way. Will we get a return? There will be no return, and it's excellent job. Wow, with the punt. And so these Seahawks are going to be backed up. Let me go ahead and refresh my screen here. It's frozen on my end. All right, let's see. Mike says Horn recovering, AJ Bowe back, and then Gilmore back soon. Chen great, Dante Jackson great, CJ Henderson ready. I mean, what they're doing in the secondary or what they've done in the secondary, wow. I mean, it's like I said earlier in the stream, this is a sign that the Carolina Panthers, they believe that they're ready to go right now. Speaking of ready to go right now, looks like Geno Smith is in the lineup. And so Geno Smith with a career 29 touchdowns and 36 interceptions. They're bringing him in. That means that finger must be an issue for the Seahawks. Let's see how things go. Geno Smith out the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. And the back picks up about a yard on the play. And so you see Wilson. Obviously, he wants to be out there. All right, so this time, no backs in the backfield. You've got Geno Smith in the shotgun. You've got 5 wide. Rams send 4. Geno's looking. Geno throws it. Incomplete. But he threw it to Metcalf and got the penalty. If he's going to target my man Metcalf, I'm okay with it because someone needs to target my dude out there. Stop leaving him, not even giving him a chance. At least you threw it in this direction. I'm happy about that. And thanks to the penalty against Ramsey, this is 1st and 10. Ball at about the 17-yard line. Geno Smith in the backfield. No backs in the backfield, 5 wide. Takes a snap. Rams send 4. He throws it. It's caught by Metcalf. Makes the guy miss. He's running. He's still running. The 30. Goes down at the 34-yard line. Feed this man the ball. Give it to him. Give it to him. I hope Russell Wilson's watching. He can learn something from this man right now. Throw him the rock. Let him make a play. It's common sense. You haven't scored all 3rd quarter because you haven't thrown the ball to him all 3rd quarter. Takes a snap. Geno's looking. He moves. Still looking. Geno throws it. And it's caught this time by the tight end. Can Geno provide the spark that this offense desperately needs right now? And Williams, my goodness, Williams is getting beat like a drum. He needs to switch his jersey number because he looks exactly like a receiver out there trying to play cornerback. I mean, they've pretty much been targeting him all game long. I know it hasn't resulted in a lot of points, but when they have, it's been successful. All right, we've got 2 receivers at the top and bottom of the screen. Geno Smith takes it, hands it to the back, and Collins falls forward for the 1st down. Going to be a gain of, are they saying a first? Yeah, it's going to be a 1st down. So you see Wilson. Wilson, he wants to be out there so bad. But let's see what Geno can do. We're in the 4th quarter, 12 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in this quarter. All right, out of the shotgun. 1st and 10. No backs in the backfield. Smith takes it. Rams send 5. Geno, he's running. He's running. He slides. He picked up 5 yards on the play. All right, so Geno coming in and providing a spark. Many people forget, but when he was with the Jets, he did have some games where he did play like this. It was like you'd have a good game, bad game, good game, bad game during his last year as a starter. Smith takes a snap. He throws it to the back. Dallas makes a move, makes the first guy miss, and he falls forward. That's going to be a pickup of about 3-4 yards on the play. So now we're looking at about a 3rd and 1 situation here. Can they get the first down? Third and 1. I've got a feeling they're going to run the ball here. Metcalf goes in motion. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. 1 back in the backfield. Takes it, hands it to the back. And he gets just enough, I think, for the first down. Just enough for the first down. Dallas on the carry. So a whole new set of downs here. This time they're in Rams territory. All right, so Geno Smith's going to line up in the shotgun. You've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 receiver at the top. Geno's making adjustments at the line. Takes a snap, hands it to the back. And the back gains about a good 2 yards, about 2 yards in the carry. I'd love to see him at some point take a deep shot again to Metcalf in the end zone. That would just make my day if he did that. Out of the shotgun, Metcalf at the top of the screen, 2 receivers at the bottom. Geno takes a snap. Geno's looking. He has time. He throws it. And it's caught by the tight end all the way to about the 23-yard line of the Rams. So Geno, he's 3 for 3, about 28 yards passing so far in this one. He looks extremely comfortable in this offense. I mean, they've had him as a backup for a couple years. They're comfortable with him. He's comfortable in the system. Let's see what he does. Out of the shotgun, 5 wide. All right, 5 wide. Let's see. Takes a snap. He's looking. Geno's looking. He's going deep. And it's Metcalf. It's Metcalf for the touchdown. DK Metcalf. That's what happens when you feed the beast. Good things happen. Touchdown. That's how you do it. Russell Wilson, remember, this is what it looks like. I get it. You know, you love throwing it to your boy Lockett, but you got to feed your boy Metcalf the ball. That's what I'm talking about. Plays like that save fantasy football leagues. Just what I needed. Wow, just what I needed. Who would have thought Geno Smith would be my hero tonight? Who would have thought? Let's see if the PAT will be good. Kick is up. And it's good. And Geno, we trust. Keep him in, coach. Keep him in. Keep him in. All right, let's see. Go ahead and where am I in the comment section here? All right, the Sportsman says, it doesn't matter if he says he feels it right now. He's still limited, and you do not want to rush hamstring injuries. That's true. That's true. If we can beat the Eagles without him, it's best to rest him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You're right about that. You're right about that. I agree with you on that one. You say meme dealer this year, I'd say it's between Myles Garrett and Trevon Diggs. And so let me see. Did I miss a question? Oh, okay. I did miss a question. Good call on that one. Who's the best defensive player in the NFL so far? I'd say Myles. I'll say Myles Garrett. I mean, for what I've seen, what Myles Garrett's been able to do, and just how that Browns defense is looking, I got to go with Myles. I've got to go with Myles Garrett. I probably would go with him. All right. Mike says Ramsey ring around the rosy. Let's see. Meme Dealer says Trevon Diggs is looking like a promising player for the Cowboys. Hey, he is, and I will say I am very impressed with how I've seen the Cowboys play so far this season. You know, especially just looking at that defense. You remember what they were last year? Like basically, we're talking about historically bad numbers, and then you make, you make the adjustments that you did in the offseason, new defensive coordinator, all that stuff. And so now the team is looking a lot more like a team that can go out there and contend. We saw opening night how they looked against the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers were 100% on opening night. That's important to remember as well. And so they were able to go toe-to-toe with them, and had their kicker not missed some field goals, things could have been very interesting to say the least in that one. It already was interesting, but it could have been even more interesting. So there you go. Let's see. Mike says, wow, I tell Wilson, grab some bench for a bit. I'm going to let Geno play. You got to let him play like that. I mean, especially if his fingers messed up like that, let him get ready. We'll have him back out there in the next game if he can go out there. But for this one right here, this moment, I think he can learn a couple things from Geno Smith right now. Geno Smith was 5 of 5 on that drive for 72 yards and a touchdown. Just came in the game and already matched what Wilson was trying to do, like what he did basically through 3 quarters. He was able to match that in just one drive. No knock on Russell Wilson. Obviously dealing with that finger injury. We know Russell Wilson, he's that dude. But sometimes it pays to see the backup come in and have success by throwing it to your backup. And that drive, 10 plays, 98 yards, 5 minutes, 26 seconds off the clock, finishing with a touchdown to my dude, DK Metcalf. That makes me happy right there. So let's see if we're going to get a return. And we do. Let's see the 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way to about the, I say 27-yard line. So we're going to have 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line for the Rams. So here we go. So I think this is the perfect time, everybody. Let me know who you guys have winning this game. Will the Rams hold on to the lead here, or will Geno Smith and the Seahawks be able to make a comeback here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section now, guys, for sure. And also make sure, if you haven't already, that you press the thumbs up button and that you are subscribed to the channel. Really appreciate you guys so much and all the support, guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and see how this game is going to go. So here we go. 1st and 10. Stafford up under center. You've got one receiver at the top of the screen. One in the back. We got a receiver in the back. Running back in the backfield. Woods goes in motion. Fakes it to the back. Throws it to the tight end. And that's going to be about 2 yards in the play. It would really advise the Seahawks if they can find some way to stop Robert Woods, because he's just been going off in this game. I mean, legit, he's just been going off in this one. So if I'm them, I'm going to do my best to try to stop him. All right, so we got a 2nd and 9 situation. We've got about 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. This game is separated by 2 points. Remember, the Rams did miss that extra point earlier in this game. Stafford up under center. They've got Sony Michel in the backfield. Takes a snap. Fakes it to Sony Michel. Sony Michel picks up the blitz. He throws it to Robert Woods. Of course he threw it to Robert Woods. And that's going to be a completion gain of about 24 yards. My goodness. Can we double team him? Can we triple team him? Can we let somebody else other than him make a play on offense for this Rams team? I mean, my goodness, it's one thing to let a man beat you. It's another thing to let him dominate you the entire game. Stafford in the shotgun, takes a snap. Seahawks send 4. He has all kinds of time. He's going deep. And it's Cooper Kupp with the sliding reception on the play. If that ball's on the money, he could still be running right now. So this Rams offense, they scored 2 of the last 3 times they had the ball was touchdowns. They've been in the red zone about 4 times in this game. But yeah, look at that pass. Yeah, I mean, they've got to be frustrated with the way that defense is looking right now. Stafford up under center. Michel's the back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands it to Michel. And he's met at the line. That's going to be no gain on the play. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 situation at the Seahawks 15-yard line. If you're the Seahawks, you want to do your absolute best to try to hold this team. So that way, if they do get points, it'll be the field goal as opposed to a touchdown. You don't want it to be a 2-score game. Going to be up to the Seahawks team here defensively. Can they rise to the occasion right now? 2nd and 10. Stafford out of the shotgun, 5 wide. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it in the end zone, and it's caught. About a yard shy of the end zone, and that is Cooper Kupp with the reception. 2 yards shy to be correct. So they've got 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. If I'm the Rams, I mean, I'm definitely running the ball here. Sony Michel's done a great job close to the goal line, but you got to watch Robert Woods as well because he can certainly get that matchup. They take the snap, hand it to Michel, and that's an easy walk-in touchdown. Like, we're not even trying out there at this point. He was untouched. Like, nobody was remotely close to him. It's almost like the defense didn't see him out there on the field, honestly. So just like that, they scored a touchdown, and pending this extra point, it'll become a 2-possession game. Wow. I mean, it doesn't get any more opener than that. Like, my goodness. But what a drive and what a game by Matt Stafford. Extra points on the way. And it's good. The PAT is good. So Matt Stafford, 25 of 36, 365 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in this game, and was sacked 1 time. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, you had Russell Wilson, 11 of 16, 152 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, sacked twice. Geno Smith, 5 of 5, 72 yards, and a touchdown. So let's see, where am I? Let's see, the sportsbook says Diggs is straight up just looking elite. He has honestly played like the best corner in the league this year. Bold statement, but an accurate one. The sportsbook says touchdown Metcalf. Yeah. Boy, was I happy to see that. I at least need DK to do more receptions. I have a chance against Robert Woods on fantasy. And so, yeah, looking at mine, yeah, thanks to all the receptions that he has. If Metcalf can get in the end zone one more time, I'll be so happy. Just get him in there one more time. Let's see. Meme Dealer says Russell Wilson needs to stop ignoring his best receiver. What is he thinking? Absolutely. Like a guy like, I mean, my goodness, you have him, you take him for granted almost because you're like, well, I'm just going to throw it to Lockett because he has the easier defender. No, I mean, you got DK Metcalf. He can go out there and he can win most of those 50-50 balls. You put it out there, he can help you out. You got to feed your best players the ball. And that's what hurt them towards the end of last year. He just started going more so towards Lockett. You can't do that. You got to feed them both. Don't just go heavy on one guy. Unless you're going to my guy in fantasy football, that's different. But no, mix it up. You got to mix it up. Let's see. Mike says, I need Seattle to hold the Rams. Don't we all? Just don't let him throw it to Robert Woods. That's it. Just don't throw it to him. And so you're like, bro, Robert Woods is cooking me in fantasy. He really is. It's like the Seahawks don't even care. And so Mike says, I feel like Seattle's secondary should cover someone, anybody. I don't just stand next to the coaching staff. Try to stop them, because right now the coaching staff can go for 100 on these boys. It's just whatever they're doing, it ain't working. It ain't working. Put in the backup someone who cares. Let's see. Mike says, good thing Thanksgiving's coming up. With my prediction, I'm a turkey. You know what? We've all been that tonight. Because, I mean, the only way we're going to have a chance for this game to become a game is if Geno Smith can miraculously score very quickly and somehow the defense makes some kind of stop here. And another kick out of bounds. Wow. I'm highly concerned for Matt Gay right now. I mean, I hate to project stuff like this, but we've seen a lot of kickers already get cut, just by having an off game like this. Just saying. He's a little shaky right now. So if the Rams need him to come up with a game-winning field goal, I think twice about that if I was them. But at least in my league, Metcalf with those 2 receiving touchdowns, that's huge. That is huge. That is the only saving grace about this. But I can't be letting Woods go off like that. All right, so we still got Geno Smith still in the game. So DK Metcalf, he has a chance. We've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Lockett's at the top. Takes a snap, hands it to the – no, he's going to keep it. He's going to run. And he still falls forward. Okay, Geno Smith showing some burst there, some agility to make a guy miss. That's about 5 yards there. All right, so we have 2nd and 5 now after the Geno Smith scramble there. No backs in the backfield, 5 wide. Metcalf is at the bottom of the screen. We've got it back at the top of the screen. Takes a snap. He's looking. Lockett catches it. That's going to be a first down. Gain of about 7 yards on the play. And you know what? I can't be mad with that. He's out there looking for the open guy. Take notes. Take notes, Russell Wilson. Take notes. I've got a friend that started Russell Wilson. I know he is just burning up right now that Russell Wilson's not in the game. Geno Smith in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, including DK Metcalf. You've got Lockett at the top of the screen. See, 1st and 10. 10 seconds on the play clock. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Takes a snap. There's a flag. They stop the play. Which means it's a penalty. Come on, refs. We're just trying to make this a game. False start on the offense. On the tight end. Got no business doing a false start anyways. First and 15. We're in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in this one, a difference of 9 points in the game. Seahawks at least need to get a field goal out of this drive to still have a chance. '80s horror fan, thank you so much for joining us on the stream. Meanwhile, we've got we've got Geno Smith in the shotgun here. 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Takes a snap. Geno's looking. He's moving. He throws it up. Incomplete. And so, yeah, my man said he's been hanging out with old Herb, getting lap dances and stuff like that. We totally understand you being late. Meanwhile, 2nd and 15. Look at the difference in the yards this half. 284 to 113. We probably wouldn't have that if Russ stayed in the game in his current condition. All right, so out of the shotgun. 2nd and 15. Takes a snap. Geno has to throw it quickly to the back. And the back picks up. He's still on his feet. Picks up about a good 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. We've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter on this 3rd down. Very important that they get this. I say this is the time where you got to look for your boy DK Metcalf. This is the time. This is going to be the difference between Geno right now and what we saw in this game from your boy Russell Wilson. So let's see if I'm right about this. I've been right for the most part tonight. Let's see. Metcalf at the top of the screen. Looks like he's going to be guarded by Jalen Ramsey. Geno in the shotgun. Rams send 5. Geno's looking. Geno goes, and it's targeted by Metcalf. What a play. And Metcalf, when you give the man the ball, he goes to work. My dude is putting in his time right now. He's working for his money. Look, I don't know what kind of beef your boy got with Metcalf, but if he's not targeting DK Metcalf and we see what Geno's able to do with him, we need to really evaluate what's going on with their relationship right now. But out of the shotgun, Geno's looking. Geno throws it out of bounds. That was a close one. They almost hit his arm on that one. That would have been real bad. So I'll take that incompletion there. So let's see. Yeah, he's rooting for the Seahawks in this one. We're both rooting for the Seahawks here. All right, so we got a timeout by the Rams. So that'll allow for Geno Smith and company to also discuss some plays here to get my boy DK Metcalf the ball. Let's see. 80s Horror fan says, love it. JB losing it again. You have no idea. I was so frustrated with Russell Wilson's inability to throw the ball to DK Metcalf. It's not that he couldn't throw it to him. It's that he refused to throw it to him. That's what really got me. If you try to throw it to him and Jalen Ramsey doesn't let you get it, I can't get mad at you for that. But when you don't try to throw it and your backup comes in and all of a sudden my man just basically does what you should have been doing all season long, honestly, come on, man. Come on. I hope he's watching. I hope Ryan Tannehill's watching when it comes to A.J. Brown and how to utilize him a little bit better this season. Come on. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 10. You say, how's my former Eagles Deshaun Jackson doing? Deshaun Jackson had a deep catch for about 68 yards that really sparked the Rams offense because, like, they were going through a drought. Meanwhile, Geno throws it on the screen. Dallas is running. He's making some moves. He's all the way to about the 14-yard line. That's actually Collins there, shifting up and down the field. Gaining about, 20 yards. Excellent play call. Let's see. But yeah, that's what Deshaun Jackson did so far in this one. He had that 68-yard catch on that deep pass that really sparked the Rams offense. Because before that, they were getting almost nothing offensively. But after that, they started going off back-to-back touchdown drives and just really taking off from there. Meanwhile, Williams, he's down. Definitely hoping that nothing too serious for him. But yeah, he's down. And so let's see. Oh, yeah, I got you on that one. You say Jalen losing to Metcalf. Oh, yeah, every time they've targeted it, because it's either been a penalty or it's been a reception for Metcalf. So pretty much in this one, yeah, and I know all those catches that Metcalf has, hasn't been against him. But for the most part, about a good, 80%. Yeah. So, yeah, your boy Jalen, he hasn't been able to shut him down. And I can't blame him because I know Metcalf has got to be frustrated. Like you're just – you're a baller. You know what you can do out there on the field. And for some reason, your quarterback falls in love with the second best receiver when you're the best. I feel that. And Mike says that Deshaun Jackson is a young and coming star. Mean Bueller says, I depend on Geno Smith to save me in fantasy. It's funny how it works. Like we're over here depending on Geno Smith, rooting for this man like he's the savior that we never knew we needed before this game to come in and get our guys the passes that we need, get DK Metcalf the ball so that way we can at least balance out what Robert Woods has been, because he's been doing a number on the Seahawks secondary. 12 receptions, 150 yards. I don't know how he doesn't have a touchdown in that many yards, but I'm glad he doesn't. I am so glad that he doesn't. And so, let's see. Michael, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. So many familiar faces, guys. What a way to celebrate the channel finally surpassing 1,000 subscribers and to have so many familiar faces here on one stream for Thursday Night Football, guys. Really appreciate you guys for coming out in this one. Means a lot to me. Definitely do. And let's see if we can get to 20 thumbs up. I haven't checked it in a minute. Let's see if we're already there, first of all. But yeah, definitely make sure you guys are pressing the thumbs up button. And anybody that is new, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel as well. And so appreciate you guys for coming out for this one. And so, but yeah, glad that you can join us, Michael. Let me know who you're rooting for in this one. You're rooting for the Seahawks, Rams. I know this game's pretty much look like the Rams, right now. Unless the Seahawks can somehow go out there, score a touchdown. Who knows? Maybe even possibly go for 2 or something like that. Well, there's only enough time. You have to get a stop regardless. So, yeah, you kick the extra point, but still. All right, Geno Smith out of the shotgun. 1st and 10. I would target DK Metcalf again. I would do it. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's going deep to Lockett, and Lockett couldn't handle it. I guarantee you, if you swap Lockett and you put Metcalf in that situation, you'd have a touchdown right there. I don't know what's up with the coaching staff using him as a decoy, not really using him. You target DK Metcalf in the end zone because that's what you do. Some things you're just supposed to do. You target Metcalf. He's strong, he's big, he's fast, great hands. I don't see why you wouldn't target him. So if you're going to throw a pass like that, you do it to Metcalf. I get it. Lockett gets behind defenders and stuff like that, but you got to throw that. You got to throw that ball to Metcalf there. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Metcalf in motion. Geno takes the snap. Geno throws it, and it's incomplete. It's incomplete. He was going to the tight end. So now it's 3rd and 10. We need a big play. At least throw it up to my man. Give him a chance. Throw him up a 50-50 ball, something. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in this one. You have to get some points on this one, and you prefer to get the touchdown. You really prefer to get the touchdown. Come on, Geno. Never thought I'd be saying that coming into this stream. Out of the shotgun. Tight end at the bottom of the screen. 3 receivers at the top. Takes a snap. Geno's looking. Geno, all kind of pressure around him. Geno he's found time. He throws it up. Come on, where's the flag? No flag? Really? Okay. Okay. I see the replay now. Okay, never mind. Should not have been a flag. But still, why are we not targeting DK Metcalf? I don't know. Now we got to settle for a field goal because we can do it. I mean, my man's got 2 touchdown catches. I'd give him a chance for a 3rd. Now we're about to get a 32-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. So we're a 1-possession game. Seahawks have all 3 timeouts, 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in this one. Let's see, the sportsman says, about time they start targeting Alex Collins. Had me thinking I was only getting 4 points this week. I understand that feeling. Let's see, 80 Sword fan says, fly, Eagles, fly. Let's see, Mike says, I'll be listening to the end. Great call. Catch you Saturday, JB. Well, absolutely, Mike. Thank you so much for coming through. Definitely appreciate you, man. You have a great night. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you Saturday for that Oklahoma-Texas game when I stream that one for the play-by-play on that one. And so good luck Sunday, JKs. And so absolutely. Appreciate it, 80 Swerve fan. I really appreciate that. Yeah, my favorite NFL team is the Patriots. And so, yes, heartbreaking as this season has been, I'm a Patriot fan all the way. And I guess I'm about to learn what it's like to see a rebuild for my NFL team. Let's see, the Swiffer says, get Alex Collins and touchdown. Don't bring that energy there. No, this is about Metcalf. We need the guys that's supposed to go out there and perform. Let's see, we've got a return at the about 22-yard line. Let's see. So 80 Sword fan says, Geno, come on. And so, hey, we need that. But right now, we need the Seahawks to come up with a defensive stop here. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. I mean, we're asking the Seahawks defense that has not been able – they have not had the answer for Robert Woods in this game. And Henderson, he's got 77 yards. One back in the backfield, and it's Henderson. Takes a snap, hands it to the back, and Henderson, he's got the first down and then some. Gain of about 13 yards on the play. Seahawks going to burn a timeout. Doesn't do you any good if you cannot stop them from running the ball. You should know that should be the first thing that you're expecting. You should be expecting for them to have it to where they're going to run the ball. And you just let them get a first down. The man was untouched for about 13 yards. I don't get – you got all those defenders, and your man goes in the middle untouched. Nobody lays a hand on him until he's already at the first down line. So now you got to burn a timeout and it's first down. Look at the yards here. I mean, my goodness. The Rams came out that second half. I mean, wow. They have 20 points. 20 of their 20 points for the Rams came in the second half of this game. Stafford up under center, one back in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hand it to Henderson. Henderson's running. Met in the backfield. That's going to be a loss, probably back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be second and about 10 at the Rams' 34-yard line. Second time out by the Seahawks. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. Of course, they got the 2-minute warning to look forward to. But they've got to do this again on second down. No gains are in the backfield. And then you got to do that. You have to absolutely. You cannot let them get about 5-6 yards in this carry. Help yourself out later in this down on third down, so you can get the stop, get the ball back, and give your offense a chance. If this offense gets a chance, anything can happen. Let's see. Michael says change the score 23-20. And so, a second. Let's see. 80 Score fan says, so the Rams only had a field goal in the first half. Yeah, I mean, they made it to the red zone twice, but the first time Matthew Stafford threw a flat-out dumb interception. I mean, there's no other way to put it. There was no receiver in the area. He just threw it there, and it was picked off. Second one, they had to settle for a field goal. Meanwhile, Henderson with the carry, about a good 2 yards on the carry. Seahawks going to burn their last timeout, I'd imagine. They will. All right, so we've got 2 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in this game. So if the Rams can somehow get a first down, it wouldn't be good. But if the Seahawks can get a stop here, they'll at least get 2 minutes to try to do something on offense. And so, yeah, that score is correct right there. Well, yeah. All right, here we go, guys. 3rd and 8. Can the Seahawks make a stop here? They have to. I mean, they have to make a stop here. I mean, for one thing, they better not let Robert Woods get a reception. I know that much. If they pass the ball, it better not go to Robert Woods. So out of the shotgun, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Matt Stafford's making adjustments. One back in the backfield with him. Seahawks look like they're showing blitz. That's got to be a penalty. And that is a penalty. Delay the game. Also, okay, so they got the timeout in time. So the Rams got a timeout. Their second one of the game. So, oh, man, it all comes down to this. If you're rooting for the Seahawks here, you have to get this stop here on 3rd and 8. I mean, but it's going to be – they cannot let Robert Woods get open again. I mean, he's been killing them in this game. 12 receptions, 150 yards. You know, Matthew Stafford, 25 of 37, 365 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I mean, the Rams, they left some points on the table. They missed an extra point. They was in the red zone twice, only have 3 points to show for those 2 trips early in the first half. No backs in the backfield. They motion Sony Michel. 3 backs in the back, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Stafford takes a snap. Seahawks in 4. He's looking. He throws it. And it's tipped at the line. What a tremendous play by the Seahawks. Way to get a hand up on the play, stop them. So now you have the extra 17 seconds because the play stopped than you would have had if they completed it, even if they were short. And that's Dunlap with a big-time play. So now the Seahawks are going to get one more chance to try to score. So we'll see what Geno Smith can do. He's led back-to-back scoring drives. One was a touchdown, one was a field goal. Let's see what he can do here. But the punt's on the way. Let's see if we'll get a return. Fair catch is symbol. So no return. We're looking at a 1st and 10 at the Seahawks 16-yard line. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in this one. Geno Smith's going to come out and try to lead a potential game-winning touchdown. Who would have thought that the game would have been scripted this way, folks? Who would have thought? Listen, you say Stanford is wild at times. Absolutely. And you say tip at the line. That was a huge tip. Huge tip. Huge tip. So here we go. Geno Smith, he's shown great command of the offense so far. I like what I've seen from him so far, but of course, None of that would matter if he doesn't be able to come down here and score a game-winning touchdown, a potential game-winning touchdown here. He's in the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. 5 wide. Rams look like they're going to send 4. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's looking. He's moving. He throws it. And it's picked off. No flags on the play. I'm here waiting like, is there going to be a flag? And no flags on the play. What happened? Wow. I mean, that sucks. That really sucks for the Seahawks fans, But I'll give Gino this. He saved me in fantasy football. He at least did me that one solid, so I'm not going to criticize him for that. Receiver fell into play, but he at least gave me a chance in fantasy football this week, so I will give him – I'll tip my hat for that. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, you throw it, you got to anticipate the receiver's going to be there. He falls into play. Yeah, that's tough. Let's see. 80 Sword fan says, I like Gino. He shined at times with the Jets. Keyword is at times. Like when they was at home, there was a different team than they were when they was on the road when he was back with the Jets as a starting quarterback. So, damn, I mean, it's tough. But that's the way it rolls sometimes. I mean, you know, it's the way it rolls sometimes. But he did provide a spark for this offense. He did a good job coming in. I mean, most backups in that situation, Thursday night football game, they wouldn't have done what he did. So, tough break, but he did a good job. Again, Gino was 9 of 15, 118 yards, 1 touchdown, and now 1 interception. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go. They're going to go ahead and run this ball here, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tosses it to Henderson. Henderson slips in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard and a 2-minute warning. So 1 minute, 57 seconds left to go. I mean, when the Seahawks look back on this, they're going to wonder, what in the world were we doing, allowing for Woods to have 12 receptions, 150 yards. I mean, he was targeted 14 times in that one. You got Cooper Kupp, 7 receptions, 92 yards on 10 targets. I mean, it's really just been those 2 guys that's been hurting them. You take away those 2 receivers for the Rams, the next highest reception total is just 2 receptions by the tight end, Higbee. All right, but it's important to note that there is 1 minute, 57 seconds left to go in this one. Rams have burned their final timeout, so neither team can stop the clock if they desire to. All right, here we go. 2nd and 11. You have to imagine they're going to try to run the ball, and if you're the Seahawks, you got to be ready for it. 2nd and 11. Henderson in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion, and he's met in the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage barely. So now we've got 3rd and 11 coming up. Let's see. 80 Sport fan says pick 6 by Stafford. That would be crazy insane if they did that. And the Sports Blitz is like, they won't throw it here. He's like, there's no way they will throw it here. All right, 1:14 left. 2 seconds on the play clock. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it to the back. Henderson gains about a good 4 yards on the carry. So now they got to punt the ball. And I'm guessing that the Seahawks will probably have about a good 30-ish seconds left. 20-something seconds. I'm sorry, this will be a field goal attempt. Almost forgot Geno threw that interception. Well, let's see. He's been kind of shaky today. Let's see if he makes it. Kick is up. And it is good. The kick is good. So despite the struggles that he had, Matt Gay's able to finish this one. So it's a 9-point difference. So that's going to be the game. That is the game. Let's see, where am I? Let's see, the sportsman says they got about 20 seconds to score without Russell Wilson. I'd say it's over. And so you say, never mind, that's game. You know what? Some of us, we still got players in this fantasy football game at wide receiver. Some of us want to see Metcalf still try to get at least another reception or two. So do it for us. Let's see. Hey, it seems like it's been that week for me, hasn't it? It seems like it's been that week. But it's okay. I mean, I got what I needed out of this one in terms of from my guy in fantasy football. It's just my opponent's guy. He came to play. Robert Woods, he came to play. They need to do a quick check down to Alex Collins to get you a couple more points. Hey, knowing them, they might take him out. They might put in Dallas for the rest of this. Be like, this game's a wrap. Nah, they need to go ahead, throw a screen to Metcalf. Let him just go to work. All right, here we go. Just 24 seconds here. I don't see a Metcalf sighting out there. Geno takes a Smith. Take the snap. Pressure's all around him. Throws that ball away. 6 seconds off the clock. 18 seconds. Yeah, I don't see my guy Metcalf out there at all in the lineup. I'm not liking this. All right, lining up out of the shotgun. One receiver at the bottom of the screen, 3 receivers at the top. One back in the backfield. And we've got a penalty. False start in the offense. And I'll go ahead and say this now. Appreciate you guys for coming through for this video. This means a lot to me to have you guys here on the stream, guys. And so the next stream is going to be Saturday when we have the Texas-Oklahoma game, one of the early window games. Certainly going to be looking forward to that one. It's going to be down in Texas. That one's going to be a great one. So I'm excited about that one. So yeah, definitely make sure you guys, you press the thumbs up button and that you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're watching this. Definitely appreciate you guys so much for coming out for this one. Meanwhile, Geno Smith, he's going to go ahead and scramble. And this probably helps nobody because nobody started him tonight in fantasy football. He runs out of bounds. And so, hey, thank you for joining. Of course, you guys have definitely made this channel what it is here. So appreciate you guys so much for coming out for all of my streams. And so appreciate the support. And yeah, you guys have a great night. You guys have a great night. Yeah, meanwhile, I'm just going to finish this one out here with the last couple seconds. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it to the back. Don't know who this back is, though. Is that Homer? That is Homer. Dang, the sports place. They could have at least gave you that one. Okay, but now we are finalized here with the Rams. Won on the road, 26-17. So what a big-time second half for the Rams. I mean, they scored a total of 23 points in the second half. They kept the Seahawks from scoring all in the third quarter. It wasn't until Geno Smith came in and he almost made the miracle that brought this team back, but it wasn't meant to be through the interception. And sometimes that's just how fate is. But there you go. Another great game, and appreciate you guys for joining me. I'm about to go ahead and end the stream, but thank you guys so much for coming out, and appreciate you guys. Really thankful for being over 1,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you guys again for all your support, helping me along the way, and just witnessing the growth that this channel has had, since I got started last December. Really means a lot to me, guys, that you guys are out here with me every step of the way, and looking forward to seeing you guys next time. So take care. Have a great night. Tomorrow's Friday. I know a lot of you get paid, so definitely enjoy that. And yes, see you guys over the weekend.